What do you mean? I just got one this week. Saying I don't have the best of luck with shinies. I literally got one this week. Let's not talk about Teddy Ursa. It's a tutorial catch. It's forced, yes. Yes, but we're focused on Eevee, alright? That's our focus. Once we get the Eevee, we can think about Teddy Ursa. Hello, welcome to the stream. The only evidence we have is that I haven't gotten it in like 1,300, which technically is not bad luck. Like Feedbass, okay, you cannot compare it to Feedbass or Shuckle. You cannot do that. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Those are uncomparable. Random time. I have work to do. There were people in Hawaii emailing me, and at the same time, I need to make sure she got taken out. All right. I had to make sure that when she got poop, she go poop. Hang on, I'm fixing my soundboard. My soundboard's being goofy. It's still gonna be slow to get any shadow Pokemon we want, but we could do shinies on Pokespot Pokemon. We'll kind of figure that out as we go. Is voice mod broken? I don't think voice mod's working. You got your chance. No, for some reason I have to restart voice mod every time my computer goes to sleep. This is gonna sound weird. Ah! Done, it's fixed. Fixed. Oh my god, what? I don't know why it was automatically started there. That was weird, but that's okay, we're streaming. Also, I have an extra instance of Chrome open. Let me close that. Alright, now I'm good. Now I'm feeling good and ready. Good news, by the time you've made 25,000 attempts, there's a 95% chance you'll have found a shiny. I don't even think that's how it works, man. I don't think that's how the percentage works, but it doesn't matter. We'll get it before that. Okay, I see we're being mean to Chris this Friday. I see the vibe. I feel the vibe. Anyways, we're still a few minutes ahead of the schedule that was put in. Lola's enjoying an ice cream. You said that like you spotted Bigfoot. We have come across another instance of Chrome. Everyone buckle. This is being mean to Chris 24/7. No, of course. That's why I do it. I do it so I get bullied. That's why I do it. We're going to be doing Pokemon XD, but we can only use shinies today. And we're still on shiny number 1, 28 hours in. I think there's around 1,300 resets. And you might think, hey, wait a minute. That's a lot of hours for that many resets. You're soft resetting, right? That seems like a long time. And the problem is, every soft reset is technically 3 minutes. It's a 3-minute cutscene. We have shaved it down to 1 minute or 1.5 minutes by speeding up the game, but you still have to wait through the cutscene. You have to do every cutscene. Every intro. Salutations, fleshy mammals. That's a little disturbing, but hello. Chris is so submissive and bullyable. All I do is vibe, man. All I do is sit here and exist. Okay, I shaved time off. Not the game. I didn't shave the game. The game is not here. So is it just using shinies, or are you trying to make every catchable Pokemon shiny? Ah, good question. It's just using shinies, because I have a life. This is already taken long enough. It's just we can only use shinies. We don't have to get a shiny of every Pokemon in the game. What about... Hey, it's good to be back. What happened to, like, getting excited? Why is the vibe just Fuck you, man. I get on, I show you my dog, and this is how you respect me? You go, shut up, bald. Thank you, Hunt. See, Hunt Boom and Clove? Two good people in chat. Two kind people. Show us your paws, Stevie Lynn. Can't say that's bad, but I can't say that's good. Should give up and go back to Rat Shaker. I don't think there's anything left to do in Rat Shaker. I don't... Thanks, Tyro. Thank you. Thank you. That's great. Stream starts in 1 minute. Red Shaker was a trip to watch late at night. I think it was you, Clove. I saw someone mention, I'm pretty sure it was you, trying to go to sleep to it, which seems like a bad idea. Seems like Rat Shaker is not one of those, you know, put it on as background noise kind of games. Seems like it might be the opposite. Seems like it's like a, if I never want to sleep again, I'll put it on in the background. How did you enjoy Rat Shaker? I would give it like a C. I would say all of the novelty for me was right in the beginning, and then once you get into the house, it's kind of like a mid game, I would say. But all that novelty in the beginning was A tier. Welcome to the stream. Did you guys get to the ending? I was about to say the thing the rat says, but it might not be good if he didn't finish it. No, it's true. It's true. I am the wife shaker. I'm the shaker of the wives. You see the mod for this game, XG Next Gen? I have seen it. I have seen it, and it looks kind of sick. Look at that. YouTube saying hi to Twitch. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. The generators were frustrating, I think, because it wasn't clear that not shaking is not literally not shaking your hand with the mouse. It's let go of all buttons and do nothing. Go, white boy, go. Anyways, did the bot go off? Did the bot do its thing? Did the bot succeed? The AI succeeded! Today it said, chrispiche I's word of the day is... The live stream just started. That was even more lame than yesterday. It's getting lamer. I don't know what I've been feeding it, but it's getting a lot lamer. It's becoming you. Okay, no, if it were me, I would simply just take the title of the stream and say the title of the stream. That's a little better than just, the live stream has started. We know the live stream started, it's the stream ping. That's a big mug, it looks normal in my big fucking hand, though. I keep getting made fun of at work for things looking really small in my hand. For example, here's a TV remote in my hand. That's your everyday TV remote, for example. What's another example I could use? A pen? Here is a pen in my hand. It covers most of it. A controller in my hand. Your everyday controller. There it is. I don't think it looks that weird. I have big hands, but it doesn't make me look weird. Damn. But you got exactly 0 water for that tip? That is so not true. I got exactly 1 water. Like someone's gonna take it. No, it's just... I don't grab it like someone's gonna take it from me. It's just that's how it rests in my hands. You know what I mean? Like look at it. I can touch but past my knuckles on both hands and still use the controller just fine. Why does he hold his controller like that? Well, if I'm using it, it's like this. Right? Okay, that looks a little weird. Okay. Maybe that one, that's a bad example. What if I do GameCube? GameCube controller? GameCube controller. GameCube controller. No, it still looks really small. What looks like a glove. Glove on hand? If I put drawing tablet handguard? Fuck, that wasn't ripped. A rat in hand. Fuck, it doesn't look good. I don't think there's anything I can do. I think it's only the mug. The mug is the only thing that looks normal in my hand. Do you have a ruler? I have a tape measure somewhere. What a freak. Let's point and laugh. Peep, hello. Welcome to the stream. Moments where Chris doesn't help his case. How do you hold the steering wheel? Both hands white knuckles? When I was in high school, I used to like white knuckle. Hi, Lola. I used to white knuckle everywhere. I have no eggs. I don't have an egg. I do not have an egg. I cannot eat an egg because I don't have an egg. If I switch to dog cam, you're not going to see Lola because she's standing directly to the right of me right now. She's right here. Right there. I don't know what she wants. What does your phone look like? I'm using it as one of those. It's a camera. It's a dog cam. It's what's providing us this. Lola's butt and tail. Oh, there she is. Oh, she got the toy. She got the toy. She's really strong for a 1-year-old. Ah. That's yours. You can have it. Wait. She just wants to keep going. She's only 1. She's almost 2, I think. I think in another few months. Oh, there we go. Now what are you gonna do? Yeah, we got her for 1 more day. I didn't realize. My parents don't get in until like the afternoon tomorrow. What do you have? The kindergarten carpet. Chat made me buy this. This was Chat's idea. This wasn't my idea. Also, I like it. I get to drive Tonka trucks on it and Hot Wheels. Do you drive Hot Wheels and Tonka trucks on your carpet? I don't think so. Jealousy is a disease. Get well soon. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I have that? Excuse me, ma'am. May I? May I? Oh. Okay, it's yours. You can have it. Again? You won. Oh my word. You can have it. Great heavens. This is both 5 years old and 90. Hello. I'm a 28-year-old man, okay? I look 28. I feel 28. That's a bad answer. That's not going the direction I want it to go. I feel 24. I look 24. But my brain is that experience like that of a 90-year-old, full of wisdom and experience. What breed is she? She is a golden retriever. If chat can make you buy things, I suggest we make Chris buy a life-size plushie of Oranguru. We have something really close. Really close. Oranguru. She's so confused. She didn't know that could move. I think she thought that was permanent. Hey. Hey, ma'am. Hey. Get over here. Get over here. I don't want her back there. There's a sword. I don't want her to pick up the sword and think it's like a stick. Eggs are too expensive. Eggs are like $100 per egg. Did we ever get our shiny Eevee? We're still working on it. Sword nerd. Chat made me buy that too. Look, my apartment was bare bones, bare butt, back, naked, empty. And then chat said, no, we need to put this in it. You see that sign that says beast mode? We need to put that in here. I didn't design it. You want to see the sword? I don't want to take it out with Lola here. It makes me nervous. But there's plenty of clips. It was 10 not 2 weeks ago. I'd go younger than 90 personally. It's not the best to want the brain of a 90-year-old in 65% of cases. Well, I'm not saying like dementia. I'm saying like think of all the experience. All of the things that I have done did. The cursed sword of Rashishisha Aramura. Your apartment was broke back naked? Yes! All I had was a whiteboard, a bed. That's about it. like legitimately, that's like all I had, and then I had Chad decorate my apartment. I had a green screen. I used to use that. Living through the Dust Bowl must have been tough. Okay, I said mind like a 90-year-old, not mind of a 90-year-old. I'm not a boomer. I don't have dementia. No zero sugar 7-Up in those days. Okay, you know what? Let's dive into what we got to do today. We need to get a shiny Eevee. We have to get it today because I'm sick of hunting for the shiny Eevee. I'm bored of it. I'm tired of it. I'm sick. I've watched these two... Hello, Lola. I have watched these two sailors die 1,362 times on their boat. And I think it's time that they die permanently instead of just reappearing and coming back to life every time. I gotta play the game, Lola. Ow. I gotta play the game. I gotta work, Lola. Hello, Lola. Okay, I'm switching the dog cam for a second. Watch, she'll come right back. She'll come right back. Well, oh! Oh, she's good now. She knows the camera's on her. She knows she's a celebrity. Alright, we're good. We can get started then. Let's do this! Timer on! Lola's so happy she's here on an extra day. I feel like she's gotten a little sick of being in my apartment, to be honest with you. What button is A? I got the controls all mixed up the last time. I think it's this. Lola Luck is in play? That's so true. We just got a shiny Zigzagoon this week, too. Thank you to Lola Luck. You know what we should do? You know what we should do? If we're going to really have Lola Luck, we need to set up Lola Luck. And Lola Luck is not efficient unless... Wow, look at her go. Unless she's here with us. There we go. Put her right in the corner over here. That's for Lola Luck. You're gonna tear the stuffing out of that lammy? This would be probably the 40th time she's done that. It would not be something new. I'm not bald! I had a few interactions with neighbors today because I worked from home, so Lola did not go to daycare today. She got to hang out with me instead and went on walkies with me. And one interaction I had with a neighbor who also has a dog was like, hey, so like, how long are you gonna have that dog here? And I was like, I don't know. Like, not one more day? And she's like, is this like a regular thing? You're gonna have the dog here a lot? And I was like, no, probably not. I mean, this is like my parents went on vacation. She was like, okay, that's good, because my dog doesn't like your dog. So I don't think you should have a dog. What? She was like, yeah, my dog comes out and like sniffs under your door and gets all like upset. And I'm like, my dog just doesn't like your dog, so you shouldn't have a dog. I was like, I don't care. What do you mean? Huh? It's like the most entitled thing I've ever heard. I just went, oh, okay, bye. I was like, sorry about that. I was like, Lola didn't even do anything. No, that was not getting rizzed up. It was the opposite. I was being told that I should not have a dog. No, now I'm worried that if I got a dog, it would get attacked by your dog. Well, she did run into us in the elevator while she was walking her dog, and it did like explode in barking and freaking out. Like it had just seen the eyes of God look back and stare back at it. I'm trying to figure out... Okay, that's a soft reset now. Got it. And then I had another interaction with a neighbor today. And it was a guy who is on the exact opposite end of the spectrum who is very excited every time he sees Lola. And he goes into like a mode where you see like adults go when they go from like grown-ass person to like, oh, look at Fluffy, Fluffy, little girl. You know what I mean? And when we were in the elevator, he was petting her, and she was just ready to go lie down because she's big tired today. And he's like, oh, so what's her name again? I was like, oh, this is Lola. And he's like, oh, she's so cute. So is she 15? And I was like, but, because she's a puppy, I was like, 15 what? And then he looked back at me like, really? Oh, wow. That's so much. And I went, huh? Yeah. Huh. And then he went on about how great that is, and then we parted ways. I don't know what he said. I don't know what he was referring to. I don't know if he thought she was 15 years old. All I said was 15 what, and he just kept going. I don't think he heard me. So I'm confused. I don't know. I think he did think she was 15 years old. Or then I was like worried that it was like pounds. And I was just like 15, and then maybe I said 1, like 150. But it couldn't be pounds. No, 15 pounds would be so tiny. It would like fit in the palm of my hand. 1628? Wow, what a number. He's an NPC. Maybe he thought 15 months? I don't know. That's so specific, though, to just throw out that ballpark guess. 15 seconds? When aren't you confused? I have the right, though, at least. Like, huh? Like, what are we talking about here? 15 millimeters? 15 IQ? No, NPC neighbor's way better. Way better. Way better. It's just like when I turn on the stream. It's like all I do is exist. That's all I do. And then these things happen to me. And now to Lola. Now to her. 15 chihuahuas in a trench coat? Is she 15 tiny dogs in a bigger dog trench coat? 15 is the activation word for his enemy. You have passed the test. He wanted to know if I was a sleeper cell, so he was like, 15. And I went, 15 what? And he went, I live another day! Yes! Today's been confusing. She's 15 hands tall, like a horse. Not 15 of my hands. You see me hold this mug before? She's like 3 of these. I was expecting like weird stuff to happen too when I went on walks today, because there has been weird stuff happening on walks. Like weirdos approach you, you know, when you have a dog. But nothing really weird happened today, thank God, on the actual walks themselves. These are just the ways to and back from the walks. I have big grippers. If Chris had average-sized hands. They don't call me Big Bernie Handers for no reason. Something was freaking out on my screen. Uses all his luck on NPC random encounters to tell chat and thus has no luck for Eevee. I wouldn't call that good luck. I wouldn't argue that that was good luck having those things happen. A shiny salami? I would freak out if we get a shiny salamence. I would feel very guilty for what Lola would see. Because that would be like $200 down the drain immediately. And no progress. 0 progress on top of that. It is one thing to lose money, but at least you're making progress. It is another to go 30 hours and nothing happened, and then lose $200. You should play City Skylines. Is that the game where you literally make a city and roads for the city? Not a lot of people approach us on walks because I'm still training my parents' dog, and she looks like an actual freight train. She's big. She's huge. If I got multiple shiny salamanders, I would stop doing this run and I would just make a video about that and call it good. I'd be so mad. I'd be so angry. Lore accurate Detroit? Why not lore accurate New York? Why would I go to Detroit? I don't particularly like Detroit. I've never woken up in the morning and said, oh, you know where I need to go? Detroit. I've never done that. It would make for good clickbait. I don't know how to make like a whole video out of that though. That'd be like a 3-minute video. I'd get a short out of it. That sucks. It's the training grounds for New York. Detroit cheated off the homework from New York. But it didn't cheat well and it became different. More focused on cars. I have seen a lot of Detroit Become Human. It looks like a really good game. Looks very fun. They steal stairs in Detroit? Is everyone like Ed, and Eddie in Detroit? It costs over $200 to get the DLC for City Skylines. Do you need the DLC? I don't anticipate on playing it at any point in the very near future. But do you need the DLC? It's unironically your favorite game. You kind of prefer Twitch? Let's go. More Twitch viewers? Huge. As a Michigander, I can confirm it's exactly like Ed, and Eddie. You run up to any person in Detroit that's not Eminem. What does Eddie sound like? Eddie's got like this weird raspy high voice. He's like, hey, Ed! Something like that. Hey, Ed! Let's steal a jawbreaker! What do you think, Double D? And then Double D puts on his hat and he's like, I'm in the back of a taxi with the backseat, the backseat, the backseat, and the backseat, the taxi, the backseat, the backseat, and the backseat, and the backseat. You said it, Double D. It's because he's Eminem. But he's doubled in D. I don't know. That's all I know about Detroit is like cars and Eminem. Am I dying? That's what it sounds like. Mom spaghetti. Mom spaghetti. Vomit. Mom spaghetti. Mom spaghetti. I'm in the backseat of attacked mom spaghetti. I'm rapping. Mom spaghetti. But that Double D was a female? That is really interesting because in my childhood, I never thought that once. That makes your brain much different than my brain. Much different. That's what made me think of it. Because someone said that they steal stairs in Detroit. That's what made me think of it. It's a YouTube poop live. Should I just set up my soundboard with all kinds of fucking stupid YouTube poop sounds and we could just do that for a stream? Okay, this is for all the bedtime viewers. All the people who are planning on going to sleep. Mom spaghetti. Mom spaghetti. Link. Mom spaghetti. Mom spaghetti. My ping is Mom spaghetti. It was a high-pitched voice. The retirement home about to go crazy with this. Grab that sumo sound. I'm surprised Lola hasn't moved an inch hearing me just yell stuff from Ed, and Eddie. You have to fit a few sus in there too. I can do this. I can do you one more. Mom spaghetti. Mom spaghetti. Mom spaghetti. Dinner. Mom spaghetti. I don't know what that one is. What is spaghetti? It's a bunch of wheat and tomato and sugar. And then sometimes also meat. What if I just play Luigi nutting on loop? What if I just do that? I did pingers. Free Luigi. Oh wait, no, that's a thing. I imagine actually Luigi, the Mario brother, behind bars for doing a heinous crime. I think your channel would get banned? No. I've already done it for like 10 minutes on stream once. Legalize nuclear bombs. What if we combine two ideas here? What if we did Luigi nutting stream, but then on top of that, we had Droid narrate it? What if we put those two ideas together into one super stream? What about that? What do we think about that? Chris looks like bald Waluigi. The bald part's not true. I will take the Waluigi part as a compliment because everyone knows that Waluigi is the sexy character for Mario. What would Pokemon Hydrogen Bomb be? Like, what does Pokemon have to do with that bit? How do you fit Pokemon in the equation? That's an insane message. I kind of prefer linguine over spaghetti. For some reason, my mind associates the perfectly round shape of the noodles with lower quality, while the oval shape of linguine just seems to make it taste better to me, even though I know it's completely psychological. Waluigi's just shaped Lanky Kong! Mega Rayquaza versus Magikarp? No, I feel like if you were to do that, you would have to put both of those Pokemon into the game, as in the Coughing Baby and the Nuclear Bomb. And then you would have to figure out all the stats for them. And then you would have to make sprites for them. And then you would have to make sound for them. And you'd have to put it into a simulated battle where it's AI against AI. There are two uncles inside of you, a good uncle and a bad uncle. Don't let the bad uncle win. Donkey Kong has retractable teeth. Don't say that to me. Don't say that to me. Donkey Kong has pearly whites and that's it. To have ad space access, you can't. You cannot. Asteroid/Frank would do. There are two wolves inside me. I have diarrhea. What were you typing? Is a good uncle Uncle Grandpa? Uncle Grandpa committed sewer slide. I don't know if you know this. So I hope not, because good uncle would have lost the battle. You should call the police. This is as fast as we can get it. This is as fast as it allows me to go. We have tried. We have tried. This is way faster than it actually is, though, believe it or not. There are two wolves inside of you. That's not normal. We have a Mexican place that opened near me pretty recently that's themed around good versus bad wolf, and it makes me laugh when I'm in there. Can we do a poll versus Goku of Goku versus Uncle Grandpa? Uncle Grandpa is dead. It's canon. Uncle Grandpa gave up. He does not have the willpower to beat Goku. This is not even worth a poll. It's canon. He's dead. You can Google it. It's facts from the creator. He's dead. We need an actual fart soundboard jar, like a swear jar. Do I have to make another donation thing where I have to donate if I'd use the fart button? But Goku's also died multiple times, but he had the will to come back. Uncle Grandpa has been actually dead for years. No, I'm dead serious. I'll look it up, I swear. I can't pull it up on stream because I think it breaks TOS. But this is a real thing that happened. When Uncle Grandpa got canceled, okay, the creator of Uncle Grandpa went to Twitter and drew a picture of Uncle Grandpa with a gun in his mouth. That's a real thing that the creator did, and it's canon. Uncle Grandpa did that. And out of context, it's an insane photo. I'll donate 10,000 members if the cutscene Shadow Lugia is shiny. Because it can't happen. No, I think it's when it got canceled, right? Either way, it was not airing anywhere when it happened. It stopped airing everywhere. You could be right. Who said it was canon? I did. That's okay. That's also crazy to just. We're talking about Uncle Grandpa with a gun in his mouth, and you're trying to be the smartest guy in the room. No, how do you? Okay, first of all, it's not canon. Second of all, that was HBO. So. Cat Dog versus Goku. Now, this is a pull I can get behind. Because Cat Dog, alive. Goku, if not alive right now, will be alive because he doesn't ever die for real. We got experts. And on stream. You know what we should do? You know what we should collectively do? We should make like a really well-defined and established version of an Uncle Grandpa wiki where we're extremely active and there's like active chats and forums and stuff discussing the intricacies and symbolism in Uncle Grandpa. And take it really, really, really seriously. Goku in the last 5 minutes in Waffle House. Miss Frizzle? I feel like in the Meat Canyon universe, perhaps. We need a Chris wiki. I think I'm on the Newgrounds wiki. We call it Disgusting Grandpa. Uncle Grandpa is a cartoon about an uncle and a grandpa. They're the same person. I've actually never watched it. I actually don't have a clue what the show's about. I've seen the Mark M parody of it. That's all I know about it. Miss Frizzle! Cow and Chicken versus Android 17 and Android 18. That's also a good matchup. That is also a good matchup. I think they would be appreciative that someone is paying attention. He's everybody's uncle and grandpa. I was surprised when I was younger and that show was on TV. I was surprised it was a show. But I've heard, like, generally pretty okay things about it. He's a magical middle-aged man that goes around helping out kids. He's everyone in the world's uncle. Ooh. Chrispiche versus Honda Civic. The Honda Civic wins. Plank versus Chowder. Plank. Plank beats Chowder in a fight 100 times out of 100 times. Chowder's not a fighter. Plank is unlimited potential. Plank could be Goku, and you're going to put him up against Chowder? Chowder would run away, get his shirt caught by Plank, and you would see his shirt stretch to twice the length of his big old belly, and you'd go, Schnitzel! And then Plank would go like Patrick versus imaginary Patrick, and then swing Chowder around and toss him off into a nuclear explosion. Chowder has reality manipulation, though, so does Plank. Unlimited potential. How many times have you farted and accidentally pooped yourself? I think twice in my life. And seriously, I think twice in my life. One time when I was in kindergarten and I was in class and I told the teacher and got sent home before anyone noticed. And then one time when I was in 5th grade and I had horrible food poisoning, I couldn't stop it. And that's it. Twice today. That's too many. Rolf versus Courage that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one for sure. Because Rolf is definitely an S tier fighter. But Courage would just go and then run around in a circle and something would happen, like an anvil would fall from the sky or the building they're in would just collapse and crush Rolf. What is the strongest cartoon character you could fight or seduce? Why would you include seduce? What? Chris, who do you think you could kill or riz up? I don't want to get into the seduce side of that question. If there was a character I could beat in a fight, Caillou, hands down. I would dribble Caillou around like a basketball and launch him over the side of the fence. He would never come back. Courage has turned a dolphin into a fish. I feel like Courage is never like intentional, like beats up the bad guy though. It's usually like runs away and something bad happens to bad guy in the process. Not usually intentionally. Johnny Test versus Timmy Turner. Timmy could like make anything happen. Johnny Test has sisters who could make him a robot thing that could really put up a good fight. But I feel like Timmy could just wish the sisters to go on an island and not be able, or if they were dumb. He could just be like, Cosmo, Wanda, I wish Johnny Test sisters were 1 IQ. And then he'd win. How many Shreks does it take to beat SpongeBob? Less than 1. I hope I don't soft reset it. With all I was thinking about the whips. The whips did go into consideration here. But I figured without like the technology behind him, he gets less whips per second because he does less cool things. And he fixed that, but he can't go through that whole process mid-fight. He cannot go through a whole episode mid-fight. He has to be in the fight. SpongeBob to Shreks. I think you would need 1 SpongeBob and 1 Squidward on the sideline. Because SpongeBob needs something bad to happen to Squidward to inflict pain. He cannot otherwise inflict pain. There has to be a Squidward on the sideline. Even if it's not on purpose. He could accidentally cause... Well, actually, no, that's not true because he did cause a lot of pain to the serial killer guy with the big stinky hands. I forget his name. When he put, like, soccer cleats in his eyes. The only millennial who never saw SpongeBob? That's a damn shame. My aunt, who is what? She's like 60? 60-something? No, not the #slasher. The Strangler! The Strangler! You nearly killed the Strangler. Beat the shit out of the Strangler. My aunt, who's like 60, though, had a yellow square car that was covered in SpongeBob stickers, had SpongeBob car seats, had SpongeBob blankets, SpongeBob floor mats, and a SpongeBob plushie. And when I turned 16, she gave it to me and my brother. And it was embarrassing. Arthur's Fist versus the Canker Sisters. Arthur has notably only pushed over his sister somewhat, and she got upset and cried. The Cankers have picked up boats and houses and trees and trains and cars and smashed each of those things through people's heads. Cankers win. Cankers win. What happened to that car? I would drive it to school sometimes. My brother would never get in it, and my dad ended up taking it. Because I bought my own car, and then my brother just got my dad's truck. Because he was getting a new truck at some point anyways. Couldn't SpongeBob drive, though? Kind of a bad omen. Or he could not drive. That's true, but that's a boat. He couldn't drive a boatmobile. It has nothing to do with a car. As we all know, because he drove a hamburger. Rudy from Chalk Zone versus Doodle Bob. That would actually go down as a crazy fight. I always forget about Chalk Zone. Chalk Zone was one that was not on TV very much. And I was always like hooked when it was on. Rudy, you gotta do that. He had like a Christopher Walken voice, kind of. You gotta go to the Chalk Zone, Rudy. Yeah, wait, does Doodle Bob have the pencil? Bugs Bunny had a dentist appointment and missed the battle bus. Bugs Bunny versus Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He has a pencil? Ooh. I feel like Rudy's the more talented artist, which means he loses. Because then Doodle Bob is just going to make fucked up things that he can't do anything about. There's going to be too much thinking and too much, like, I got to come up with a perfect drawing to counter this. Where Doodle Bob just goes, and then just makes some fucked up thing. Like a bat with like human toes, and it just comes over and bites him. Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble versus prehistoric SpongeBob and Patrick. Prehistoric SpongeBob and Patrick. Barney wouldn't get hit once. Fred would get the shit kicked out of him. But Barney would not lay any hits back. He would just kind of be like, oh, jeez, Fred. What's going on with this? Are we in the chalk zone? Oh, good point. Good point. Good point. Can you even use a pencil in the chalk zone? Because it's not chalk. Chris versus Shadow Chris. I hope this is a run. I hope it is. But I can't think of it. The trick is to not expect a shiny. The trick is to pay zero attention. It'll happen. Bob Belcher versus Kirk Van Houten. Wait, who's Bob Belcher again? Oh, it's Bob from Bob's Burgers. I forgot the last name. I feel like Kirk Van Houten can't win anything. I feel like his whole character is he just has to lose at everything. Like his whole character arc is him being a loser. Bob wins. Give us the Barney Rubble rap. Big shape, madam, brute guzzle. Huh, Fred. Gumball from the amazing T.A. Mogg? You mean the amazing world of Gumball? Versus Peter Griffin? I feel like Peter Griffin has solidified himself as a fighter and Gumball has solidified himself as a runner. As a fight-or-flight character. That's a tough one, though, because that wacky shenanigans could go down. Or if it's like the current voice actor in his current state, maybe he'd win. Dexter versus the codename Kids Next Door group. Dexter. Wait, no, that's tough. That's a tough one. I feel like when codename Kids Next Door, when they make machines and they make mechs and they make destructive shit and guns and stuff, they like shoot mustard and ketchup. And like water guns and like toilet paper and bananas. Dexter blows shit up. Dexter turned Mount Rushmore into a giant fighting Abraham Lincoln. I think Dexter would win. I think it's the last anyone's heard of him. He's a bit of a clean freak, though. That's true, but if he's in a mech, he'll be fine. Would you go to the Church of Entei? Never. Never. I wouldn't be caught dead in that church. Mostly because I'd be bored. Dexter made an actual battle mech and went to Japan to battle other kids with battle mechs. This is true. This is true. This is true. That's the thing. He like actually makes lasers and guns and stuff and blows shit up. Codename Kids Next Door would come out and they would get like a gun that's just an airsoft gun and they're not even using the airsoft gun. It's got like a spoon duct tape to the top of it and they're flinging like mustard and peanut butter. And it would be like a slingshot on the bottom so they could go pew 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 pew. Which other YouTuber, PokeTuber could you take in a fight? If you answer this question as a YouTuber or PokeTuber, it only causes issues. It's a question that, while it can be funny for people, it either gets that other person riled up and they're like, I could kick the shit out of that guy. Or they're like, that guy wants to beat me up. Or if you're big enough, it means now we're going to do a boxing event. Those are 3 things that I don't want. Delicious James versus Chris. Well, let's be real. Peter could probably pick up both Shannon and I by our noggins and then just clap us together like a monkey with cymbals. You're saying you can take all of them with one hand behind your back? That's not what I'm saying. Okay. I get out onto the ring. Doesn't matter who I'm fighting. You can imagine any YouTuber or any PokeTuber, whoever you want on the other side of the ring walking out. Boxing gloves, MMA, doesn't matter. I would, and not intentionally, I would be the guy who walks out and slips on a banana peel and gets so injured I can't stream for a month. That would be me. There would be all this build-up, too. I'd be like the fight of the night. They'd keep advertising it. Everyone's there just to watch that fight. It's like at 1 in the morning. The fights all started at 8 o'clock. They did the weigh-in, whatever, the week or day before, or whatever it is. They're like, oh, Chris has been working out. He's in such good shape now. Oh, wow, he can actually really do this. He's really taking this seriously. Everyone's screaming and cheering. I walk out to DK. I get up on the stage. I'm like jumping. And then we go to touch gloves, and I slip on a fucking banana peel, and then I have to go to the hospital, and I don't stream again for a month. And I come back, and I'm not the same person anymore. Salt, welcome just in time for the very beginning. Welcome. Discarded sweatband for the previous round. I slip on sweat. You watch as I take a step and my foot catches some sweat and I do a full split on stage and I go to the hospital and I have to wear a crotch cast for a month. So it always looks like I'm wearing a diaper. And when I do the split, you hear like an actual crack, like, and I go, ah! Hi. No streams for a month would suck. You know it's what would happen. You know as a fact that's what would happen, though. I would do like an update video 15 days in when everyone's like, where is he? Is he okay? And you'd see me with like one of those ice packs on my head and a stake over my eye. And it would look like I'm wearing a giant diaper with like metal suspenders to the ceiling. I'd be like, hello everyone. I sprained my cock bag. I'm going to be out for at least another 2 weeks. I'm like dangling. Everything's good. I just have to ice. I have to elevate. I have to keep from sitting down. I'm not allowed to sit in chairs, and I'm not allowed to stand on my feet. So I'll be back in probably 2 weeks, and we're going to have to take it easy from there. It's going to be only bargain bin streams, but only the easy stuff. No horror games. See you guys in a couple weeks. Chris versus Ash in a Pokemon battle. Ash has main character advantage. Depends on the context of the battle. If it's a random battle on the street, I lose. And it would be from some stupid circumstance. It'd be like Pikachu found like an antenna on the building and then shot lightning into it and then charged up through the sky and then jumped off the roof and attacked my Pokemon. If it's within the confines of like the Pokemon League or it's a tournament, I win every time and it's normal circumstances. I hospitalized myself tonight so I don't have to do the Patreon stream tomorrow. If you're his rival, it's on the first episode of the season, then you win. This is true. This is true. You expect me to stream from the hospital? Hey guys, today I'm gonna try to eat pudding. Oh, it hurts too much. I need a nurse. It's not a Pokemon battle. It's just a fist fight? Me versus Ash throwing hands? That's just me beating up a 10-year-old. That's not right. Chris versus a horror game for children. The horror game wins. Chris versus Freddy Fazbear. Freddy Fazbear wins. Why the soggiest? If you hospitalized to get out of it, I will be in the walls of the hospital to hand you a laptop to play the game personally. What if I was in like a coma and the doctor was like, the only thing that can save him is the fear from this game. And then they put me on stream and I was just like this. And then they turned on the game and it scared me awake, and then I had to play, and it's the only thing I like had no memory, and I couldn't like I was like, who are my parents? Who's my family? Ah! Ah! And it's just like a horror game. Everyone's so sensitive. You should beat up 10-year-olds. I would look if I had to fight 10-year-olds. It would be a bloodfest. The only thing that can save him is 50 gifted. There's an episode of Always Sunny where Mac and Charlie just beat up kids. To stop Ash. Was he really afraid of Ash, though? Was he really afraid of Ash, or did he just do that in the context of what was happening? You're not beating Ash in strength. How? He's 10. That's like if I'm looking at this character on the screen and you're like, that guy could beat the shit out of you. Yeah, but in the Pokemon universe, too, they can pet Houndoom. None of it makes sense. Bide still exists in the Pokemon universe in the anime. None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. They've also stood near Macargo, each and every one of them. None of it makes sense. I don't think they stick to the rules that tightly. Chris versus Ash, but Chris has Bide. See, then it's guaranteed I win. I don't know what Aura Control is. King Kong versus Donkey Kong. King Kong wins. He's about 50 times the size of Donkey Kong. He wins. Yeah, I don't want to get into the Chris versus Ash conversation much deeper because people are going to get mad. Even if I'm joking, people are going to get angry. Torchic is canonically the temperature of a hot water bottle. I think that's precious. That is adorable. That is very adorable. Chris versus Donkey Kong Jr.? Donkey Kong Jr. probably wins. It's a monkey. It would just jump on top of my head and start pulling every hair out limb from limb until I'm actually bald forever. Toon Force. I want to be part of the Toon Force. Now, I don't want to get into the cuddling thing too because the weirdos will come out. That is true, but we have seen what guns do to King Kong as well. Nothing. Chris versus Lola would never happen. Lola would win, though, because I would never be able to hurt Lola. Yeah, my hair has little grippers. Each and every one of the strands of hair has little grippers. Thank you for mentioning that I have hair, though. Thank you for that. Test? Your test went through. Congratulations. You know, Blaze, I did just see somebody today on social media that I didn't even follow who was very upset because they opened a pack or a few packs of Pokemon cards and got a bunch of Wigglytuffs. They were pissed. I don't have a head dent. I've had to. You keep your grippers to yourself. Oh, I've had that. I don't have that. I don't have one. How do you know it was Twitter? What app was it that I was looking at? King Kong versus Donkey Kong Smash Bros. Moveset. King Kong still wins. It's not. You just can't beat King Kong unless you have something as big as King Kong. Giga Bowser would have a chance. I think, maybe. Despite nothing happening, it's the anticipation of something happening. I do know how to use other social medias, and they exist and they're out there. I just don't advertise them. What would you do if the game crashed after you got the shiny or if the save corrupted? I would probably stand up, start shaking the monkey over there, throw something, realize I scared Lola, then I would pet Lola and get her back on track, and then I would sit down here and say, switch gears? King Kong versus anti-air rifle. I feel like you just want King Kong dead. I don't know what that would do, to be honest with you. What did the monkey do? It was staring at me when I sleep too much. Large ship versus Shadow Lugia. Shadow Lugia wins. Wait, let's find out. Yeah, Shadow Lugia wins. 2 sailors versus Shadow Lugia. No, my abilities would be normalize and a new ability called Really Cool Guy. Switch gears would be Chat's ability. 200 Chris's versus 3 Clash of Clans Hog Riders. I've already beat whole game. Solomons versus Metagross. Metagross wins in this context. Defeatist. I feel like your ability would have to do with shit or balls. Why would you say that about me? That's so rude. That's so rude. Why would you say that about me? That's what you think of me? Shit and balls? That's what you think about me? Once I fell asleep to watching your videos, and I woke up to see the monkey staring at me. Now you know how I feel. Bug the person versus bug the character. What's the difference? Is this a tie? My ability would be slow start. That might be my ability too, to be honest with you. To be 100% fair and honest, I think that might be my ability as well. Also, I think my YouTube API got a little goofed up, so I don't know if the latest subscriber is actually accurate on here. It's from last night. It's not carpet bite. I don't bite the carpet. Let's see. Are things accurate on my automation that I had built, my code that I had wrote? I think my key got... Yeah, it's not right. I think my key had like an issue. I think it didn't refresh my key the right way. Flying Pokemon with Levitate holding an air balloon. It's not shiny locked, first of all. Second of all, we got rid of the shiny lock in the game anyways. We hacked it. Let me check on something really quick. I want to check on my code. I got logged out of my thing that lets me write the code. Do we know if it's actually working? No, but I triple checked it when I put it in. Because I didn't make the hack. Jimothy Cool? I have seen Jimothy Cool on my timeline many times, and his videos are entertaining. If you think about it, we're still pretty far under odds. I honestly RNG manip at this point. You are not as strong as I. You are not as strong and as noble as I, and as stubborn. I am not afraid of more resets, no. Only 1,400? That's nothing. That's nothing. We're like just over an eighth of the way there. The ROM failed and it's still impossible. That would suck. That would suck. I would end up on live stream fails. How is this? Is this thing working okay? Stopped errored. Where did the error happen? Did YouTube change their API? You ever heard of Wild Man Chris? I have not. You can't take the moral high ground, Chris. Yes, I can. Because this would be an impossible run if it wasn't modded. It's like Feebass Friday. I was stubborn for that, but that can't happen unless it's modded. You ate a battery? Because I didn't eat it. What did I say? I ate a battery. What? I ate a battery? What did I eat a battery? Thank you for the gift sub. Look at that. I went to Transfem Princess. Congratulations. You now no longer have ads on the stream, and I don't know what other bonuses yet because I haven't really gotten around to setting stuff up. Let's see. What's wrong with this? Invalid grant. I cannot troubleshoot this right now, but the subscriber is not going to update for the stream. Wait, maybe my no, I shouldn't say these things out loud. This is giving away private data. They could access my live data. The guy who lives in my hometown. How would I know who that is? What? Okay, why would you open up with, "Hey, do you know this guy? Have you ever heard of this guy? Yeah, he lives down the street from me. He's pretty well relatively unknown." What? He posts on YouTube. Why does he yell at people? Don't be a coward? No. Like, it's seriously something I can't share with you guys, because then if somebody who understands what I'm talking about figures out what I'm doing and what I just said out loud, then they could hack private data. So it's information I cannot share. It's like the all of your guys' data on YouTube and potentially my passwords equivalent of, here's my social security number. Quickly, you need to serve. There's no such thing as private data. Well, no, I mean, I have all your data. How do you think I'm running subscriber names and all this above you? Shannon found what? It's going to host Bitcoin streams. You guys are going to get some AI guy and an AI Pikachu. And they're going to talk, they're just going to say random shit for hours. You guys are going to be so confused, but it's just using my computer to mine Bitcoin. You're hacking it? No, I've been granted it. I've been granted it. You can pay my bills while you're at it. We live in the same town. No, we don't. No, we don't. Oh, they hacked and someone will stream a Muppet version of you? Wait, you're telling me that Brandy Weasel is the hacker? Brady Bleasel already has the tools to do this. Imagine this just turned into a Bitcoin mining stream, though. Imagine this whole stream went AI, low quality, and all it was for was to mine Bitcoins with my computer. Or a YouTube server. What song? Isn't this a remix of a Mega Man song or Spark Mandrill? Mega Man X Spark Mandrill. Yeah, she's big tired. She went to daycare 4 days in a row. It's been the Chrispiche boot camp here. She's been sleeping. I've only taken her out like twice, maybe 3 times today. She's been exhausted. I have never seen her this tired. I hope she's very happy. I think my family gets back into New England around 2 tomorrow. So probably around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, she's out of here. She'll get to go home. I took her to my parents' house today to run around, though. And there was some guy's truck there. And I was like, whose truck is this? And it was some guy. Everyone liked the stream. It was some guy who was parking there. I guess he regularly parks there so he can walk to work. I don't know who he is. His name's like Vinny. Sorry, I'll move my truck. Jesus Christ! I think my previous dog did that, though. In their driveway. In the driveway. But I texted my mom and she went, "That's Vinny." I went, "Who the fuck?" Or sorry, let me rephrase that. I was talking to my mom. I wouldn't say that. I said, "Who the fuck is Vinny?" What? Who the hell is Vinny? And my mom said, "It's fucking Vinny." I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Chris, congratulations on the 1,400 successful resets.
Thank you.
Here's to the next 1,400.
Well, no, it won't be. Thank you for the donation. It's going to be number 1420. I see it now. You cannot come over. No. Absolutely not. Thank you for the $10, though. That's a big donation. That's kind of you, man. Thank you. I just saw the number. Who the fuck is Alice? Getting closer to the Uppies goal? That's true. That just brought us a whole, 1% closer? There's a whole percent? What is the Uppies goal at? Let me turn on the cutscene real quick. And let me lock in 1401 so we don't lose it. Where is the counter? There it is. To put it in perspective, we have not even gotten 50 resets today. The Uppies counter is at 84%, $841.59. And to celebrate, we have a very tired dog snoring on my floor. Shep, welcome to the stream. That's Lola. That's Lola who's staying with me. The ads look way better at the top than the bottom. I agree. They're much easier to look at. I wish the YouTube one wasn't broken tonight, though. I worked hard on that code. I'm also afraid of Shao hacking it and then putting in more junk today. Sleepy Lola versus Shadow Lugia. Lola wins. Lola destroys Shadow Lugia. What Lola does, and I'll show you exactly what Lola does. I'll show you exactly what happens. All right? Lola brings her lamb chop. Like so. See how she watches the lamb chop. Imagine this is Shadow Lugia. Maybe when she's less tired. She would bite Lugia and never let go. Oliver would love to hang out with Lola. That'd be very sweet. Lola's my parents' dog, so I get to dog sit her sometimes. But not often. I've talked about this before. I almost got a golden retriever named Butter, and then I chickened out because I thought I would be a bad parent. But now I feel really good about having Lola here because Lola has had a good time. So part of me thinks maybe I should just get a dog. What was that? Thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Thank you, Queenie. That's very kind of you. Sakona got one and Buddy got one. I'll be your dog. I think I'm going to pass on that, but thank you. It's kind of you. I know it. Look, I'm aware this is Lola's stream. This is not my stream. It's 100% Lola's stream. This whole week has just been... The first, hour of yesterday's stream was just Lola. It was either the camera's on Lola or Lola gets up and says, I need to go to the bathroom. You're going to stop streaming for 20 minutes. We're going to walk 2 miles. White paw. I like to imagine that every White Claw that Shep ripped during that quiz we did, a paw came out and cracked it open for him. Lola should be bigger. What was that? Thank you for the follow. Is that better? Is this a better look? I thought that the lamb behind her was her leg, and I didn't know how she was doing that with her leg. You're just chins. What if I did this? Wait a minute. Wait, I have an idea. I have a new idea. Sorry, Twitch. Hang on, I'll fix this. Okay, I'm ready to play. Let's do this. Maybe this one will be the shiny. And then this will have to be in the video. It's not. It's not this one. It's not the CB. Boy, am I ready to play some games. Are you guys ready to game? Lay a green screen down and chroma key her onto your head. Wait, can I key out? Can I key out, the carpet? Would that work? Let me see if that works. That might just be dumb enough to work. I don't think it's going to work. I think there's too much yellow. I think there's far too... This is weird. This looks strange. This makes me feel bad. It feels like I'm messing with Lola. She has no clue what's happening. This is bad. I don't like this. This feels wrong. I'm gonna put her back. She'll have no idea. She's just been sleeping. I was really hoping there was enough carpet there that it would do the trick. There we go. That's better.
Hello from the Ether Streamer Man.
Hello.
Happy Friday. I see you didn't do Shuckle today.
I didn't.
Pity. Well, #crisis note averted, #Team Rawdog 2025, #happy little accidents, #arfaf Piché, #meow Piché meow 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 meow.
Yeah, no, great.
Meow.
Thank you for the donation. I like how it was just sadness and then into, well, I guess we'll do the redeemed or the hashtags now. Everyone liked the stream. It wasn't even like a moment of like that's too bad. I hope next week we can do a Shuckle Friday. It was just, well, here we go. Hashtag crisis not averted. Hashtag happy little accidents. Hashtag meow 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 meow. Thank you for the $2. Oh, my aching. I almost said labia. I thought that was my prefrontal cortex. I thought that was my labia for a second. I'm losing my mind. That's why it's there. It's a friendly reminder. Yeah, but I didn't say it like a cat. There's a big difference. I didn't meow. I said the word meow. Big difference. Huge difference. Ginormous difference. I don't have one. I don't have one. It's a mistake. It's literally the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, what's a part of your brain? The labia. I don't need a fursuit. I think I'm good. What did the cat say when he got hurt? Ah! Something like that. Sorry. I scared her. We don't need a fursuit. That's not something we need. Monster. I know. The smarter decision would have been to do this. It would have been. Let's rewind for a second. Let's rewind for a moment. What does a cat in pain sound like? Well, it sound like this. Where's this coming from? I don't even see a donation. Huh? I thought that was part of the button I just clicked for a second. Was that a thank you, maybe, for the donation? Huh? Like, didn't even show up anywhere. Piché I solos, Chris. Piché I solos all of us here. We gotta be more careful moving forward. Once it figures out how to escape the Discord, it's over. It is unequivocally over for all of us, except for Lola. I don't think it was a repeat. Did you tell AM Buddy I said hi? AM Buddy Nicole says hi in the YouTube chat if you would like to reply to the Twitch chat. You guys are both on the screen. You can say hi back and forth to each other. That is true. It is getting a lot lazier with its messaging. It is getting a lot more depressing and lazy. Still no shiny Salamence, which is kind of big, kind of huge, kind of rotund. Oh, I heard word at work that there are people at my work who want to host a chip and dip making competition. And one of the first entries I heard had Rotel in it, and I think I don't want to join that competition. Twitch chat is closer to you, and it's making me jealous. But if it, like, okay, but if I flipped it around, then YouTube would be like...
Should I do it again? That was fun.
I don't think it was that much fun, but thank you for the donation. That if it was flipped around, YouTube chat would be like, why does Twitch get to be on top? Now I'm jealous. Why are they on top? Ew, I don't like being close to Chris. Ugh. Yucky. I wouldn't argue it's hilarious. I wouldn't say it was. I would say the timing on it was pretty good, but the bit itself, I don't know. Rotel is good. Is that timeout worthy? I don't know. I'll have to think about that. No, we're not trying to divide the chats. We're all equally terrible in here. All of us are equally horrible and not loved. What if every time you found a shiny Salamence reset? Oh, fuck. That would suck. You bathe in Rotel. That might be timeout worthy. I might have to think more about that one. We are equally misrepresented in here, alright? You're not naming your trainer Lola. We'll try it once. At 1408, if we don't get the EV here, we'll name ourselves Lola. Jeez. Why do you hate Rotel? I've never eaten it, okay? There's a whole bit, I forget what stream it was, but it's a whole bit that was recurring for probably a good 2 months. Because there was one day at work where my coworker told me about Rotel and how great Rotel is. And I was like, it can't be that good. It's just like a canned salsa, basically. And I looked up on the Rotel website reviews, and there were so many 1-star reviews for like mold and missing shit in it, and it was really bad. Like, all I got was peppers. Mine was moldy and rotten and stinking. Mine was missing everything. There was hair in mine. And it got me laughing really hard, so we spent a stream just looking at reviews of Rotel. Mercury remembers. Need to get out there. I want to throw together a spy movie type thing using the footage for the chat makes a movie thing. That would go kind of hard. That'd go kind of crazy. I'm not lying when I say that. That would go kind of bananas. Kind of nutter butters. It's not supposed to be worshipped. Well, this girl at my work went on and on and on about how handy Rotel is, and I was dying because there was so many 1-star reviews. They were all like, "Do not buy, do not buy." I found a missing no in my sauce. I found a freaky little goblin that runs around my basement now in my Rotel, and it was only peppers. There wasn't a damn single tomato in my Rotel. The audience has zero clue what's going on. Probably good WD-40 replacement. I agree. The Rotel fortune. How much is Rotel even worth in net worth? Because if it's really high, then I might change my tune and look for a sponsorship. Also, do you guys want to see something that I just realized that I forgot to show you guys at the beginning?
Can I
Thank you for the donation. Let me shrink this. I forgot to show you guys what I've been working on right quick before the stream started. It is Snake. It's not done, but I want to show you guys a brief little thing of it. Can I show one thing? Thank you for the donation. Can you chase the cat? Hey. She's too tired. Anyways, don't look at the tile set. Tile set still hasn't been changed. I'm also going to change the tile set in the game, but I got the functionality to work the way I want it to. It's only as far as this in reality, but you can pick up berries. Ooh. And the onyx gets bigger. Yes.
Meow 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 meow
My
meow
God.
meow 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 meow.
It's a snake. It's not a cat. Thank you for the donation. It works though, and it should host up to. Whoops, I lost. It should host up to like 40 parts of the onyx, I think. He is just like a little guy. That one, this probably looks the most like onyx, and then it's sorry. Oh, it's a big onyx. It's a really long onyx. I think I'm gonna do the cave theme from Gen 2, like a little remix of that for the theme of this game. And then I'm going to do a UI so you can see how many of these you've collected and how many coins you've picked up. And I might add like multipliers or something. What is going on? What is the wolf arf? Thank you for the donation. Why don't you use Ekans? Because Ekans would be a bigger pain to get the sprites correct. Because you need to do, like, when they turn, the body would need to be angled in little corners. You know what I mean? So there would be, like, all kinds of cases where the sprite would need to change. And I was like, fuck it. If I just do Onyx, then it's just boulders. Which is so much easier. It saves like a ton of time. Chris about to get me out in 3. Don't say that. Don't say that to me. Don't scare me like that. Do not scare me like that. This is also based on Viperio's code, but it's not an import. Because I realized that there were things about Viperio's version that didn't quite line up with like the version I was making and all the stuff that I had already built. And I figured if I kind of do it from... I could feel a migraine setting. Ow! No. No, I see. No! Make it stop! Thank you for the donation. I'm just gonna play some Snake. I'm just gonna play Snake. This is so nice. This just it's like the calm before the storm. The gambling guy, Piché. Well, hold up. This game's not finished. You technically can't exit the game once you start it. Because I haven't coded that in yet. I've just been trying to get the snake to work, and it looks like it works now. Which I'm really happy about. Because like I was saying, even though I kind of referenced Viperio's code, this is all made from scratch to make it work a little better with all the stuff that I've already established. So I redid it all by hand. And it's not using like player NPCs or like the follow me script or anything like that. It's all like custom because it was easier to implement all the graphics and stuff that way. Damn, he's good. Never mind. Anyways, that's how Snake's coming along. I'm pretty pleased with it so far, but I think I want to change the tile set is what I want to do. No, wait. Should I do a demonstration of some of the other games? Because there's like 8 other games or something like that in the game corner. Is it worth doing a demonstration? Or should we go back to hunting Eevee real quick? Oh, all good. Let's do it. 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 Let's look at the other games. All right. First things first. Is there a way to add a leaderboard to Snake for any of the games or any of the games? No. I guess you could on a save file if you were to share the save file between people. But unless you did like a Lua code of some kind that led to some sort of API, which would be a pain to get everyone to use. I guess maybe it would be possible. First of all, our first game that we implemented is Blackjack. And it is just Blackjack and Pokemon. You can make bets by adding 10 coins. 9,999 is your maximum. You bet. You cannot count cards because it's random every hand. We have a 14. The dealer always stops at 17, so if they get a 10 here, they win. But I got 21. I'm unbelievable. I'm unstoppable. I am unquakeable and unshakable. 18, we stand. And we win. And we win. And we win. The game's easy. Blackjack is easy. It's very simple. It's very... it's really meant for kids, is what it is. I am so scared to click this button again. I'm God. Anyways, there's Blackjack. The next one we implemented, I'm going to skip a couple, is a gacha machine. And it works similar to the Super Smash Brothers lottery and Super Smash Brothers Melee when you want to get trophies, where the more coins you add in, the more likely it is that you're going to get a Pokemon new on your Pokedex. There's also 4 different tiers, and they change prices. There's Basic, Great, Ultra, and Master. This one is Great tier. And there's different pools of Pokemon in each of those tiers. This one costs 250 minimum to play. And I hope work goes well. Thank you for the gifted members. That is not a great draw, but it's not a bad draw. And also, its level is determined by the amount of badges you have, because I'm going to spread them out throughout the game if I make a run. And I think I will make a run, because I want to play a run of this. Don't read my last message, I won't. Well, they don't actually have names, that's just what I've been calling them. There's also, common, uncommon, rare, and ultra-rare Pokemon tiers inside of each of these gacha machines. So not only is there different rarities based on the machine, there's different rarities within the machine itself. So there's a lot of things happening there. On to the next one we did. We took Pokemon Pinball from the Game Boy Color Pokemon Pinball game, but also from Emerald Sea Glass and similar. And we Gen 3'd it and made it compatible with Game Corner coins. So we have the 4 games from Pokemon Pinball here as well. Shit. This is a quirked up white boy. Go to with the sauce on a Friday night with Lola in his room. So true. So true. I'll take that as a compliment. So true. As you can see, I'm gaining coins in the bottom left corner for collecting the Meowth coins in this game. But we have Meowth, we have Seal, we have Diglett, Dugtrio, and we have Ghastly Haunter and Gengar. We have all those mini-games, and they've been Gen 3 stylized and play for coins. I'm going to release a version that's just, that's just Vanilla Emerald with the Game Corner enhancement. I'm going to release a repo of that as well. Oh, I got it. And then we're going to do a run version where you have to gamble to beat the game. Let us triple nut on this? I cannot. Because it's just the mini games from Pokemon Pinball. I'm probably gonna skip these ones. Repos, and you can pull it from GitHub if you're making a hack. Not the game repo. A repository. Yes. Yes, get the Digletts. I gotta really figure out, like, how much gambling to do versus how many coins you can get. Not only did we steal Pokemon Pinball and reskin it, we added Voltorb Flip in this process as well. From Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I'm not very good at Voltorb Flip because I don't like spending the time thinking. I'm not a big think guy. But if I had to guess, this is how you do it. This coin count seems really high. Wait, what is this board? This board is actually fucking crazy. I'm gonna go with 0. There is 8 levels in Voltorb Flip too. You're playing back to back to back to back to back. Not only do we have blackjack, pinball, gotcha machines, several of them, and Voltorb Flip, we also have Plinko. And I think there's 27 levels in Plinko that it picks randomly from. All you do is drop the ball. You have a tilt if you want to use it, just like pinball. And you can change the drop speed, which is in the bottom right corner. I'm a winner. I got coins for that. If I change the drop speed to maximum, the ball's going to drop way faster. It's going to shoot out like that. Why is everything different from the last time you showed everything off? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Can you put Pokemon Billiards in? Technically, I could. That sounds like it'd be a pain in the ass. I'm probably not gonna, though. I think I'm doing one more arcade machine after Snake, and then I'm gonna call it. And I'm gonna design the tile set, and I'm gonna build everything out, and we're gonna call it from there. Because that's a lot of games, and I've been working on this since, like, January. Oh, no way I'm getting derbied this stream. Ain't no way. Let's do a different level. This level's kind of lame. Can I get the jackpot first try? Probably not because there's 2 things on top of it. And I goofed it. I'm not gonna get derbied. No, go the other way! There we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to see. If I do that one more time, I get a jackpot. And then it's all worth it from there. Come on. Come on. Go the other way. Go the other way. Yes. There we go. That is a tilt button. You shake the machine. It's mostly built for the scenarios where the ball gets stuck. Because it's very possible that can happen. I can't completely control the physics. That pissed me off a little bit. If you look up derby in the dictionary and my face is there. Not only do we have blackjack, 4 pinball machines, 4 gotcha machines, Voltorb Flip, and a pachinko machine. We also have Block Stacker, a classic arcade game. With a ride-on that doesn't do anything because it didn't have enough space in the memory to keep adding frames to the sprite. Anyways, all you gotta do is stack the blocks. That's it. Couldn't be more simple than that. Could not be more easy than that. Just stack the blocks up. It's getting a little fast, but it could not be more easy. Just stack them up. It's kind of fast. Was it not a stack attack? Stack attack is not Gen 3. What are you, crazy? What are you, senile? You're nuts. No! Anyways, it gets faster and the music speeds up until it's like impossibly fast. But not only did we add blackjack, pachinko, 4 pinball machines, 4 gotcha machines, and Voltorb Flip, and Block Stacker, but we also added a chat favorite, the Kentucky Derby. Yes, there's no tile for this yet, but you can join the Kentucky Derby and bet on horses. And also bet on rats or fish if you run it. It's like Brian! Brian, the 1-star rat. Are you a senile as Cosmo? I'm not senile. One trip to the neurologist. Also, chat picked out pretty much all the names. Like Air Biscuit. Or Brian. If we pick Brian, we're 100% getting derbied. I gonna spend another 2 hours hunting a Feebas? No, we got it in like 3 tries the other night. Ain't no way. I already did it. Ain't no way. Let's do Cinnamon. Cinnamon will win with 100 coins being bet. Cinnamon! Cinnamon! Yeah, Beefus, not Beefass. Beefus really tried his best. Rush looks halfway decent. Cinnamon looks not so good this time. Looks worn out. Lil Speedy seems to be the one that's going to win. But it's not guaranteed. Imagine the rat one. Saul's question on hacking. Get the memory be as big as you want since it's not restricted to a cartridge? Technically, yes. But it would change your save file. It would cause a lot of edits to the memory. Like the actual way the RAM's structured. And then it would not be compatible with like existing save files for people who are playing Pokemon Emerald. And it would also not run on like actual hardware if you wanted it to. Saul, I need to tell you something really important. We already did. That already exists. And you can shiny hunt it. Matter of fact, you can shiny hunt any Pokemon in the Mauville Derby. There's a 1 in 8,191 or 92, excuse me, chance for any of these to be shiny. And you also can't cheese it because I go back and guess what? The seed's already locked in. Not only did we add blah, 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 but I'm working on Snake. Snake's the next one. Snake's the next one, and it's in progress. It's what we were just looking at. And it's not done, but it goddamn is it getting there quickly. Naked. Isn't that like a term people would use for getting naked? Naked. I didn't get derbied once. I didn't get derbied once. Have you ever seen a streamer play in the Mauville Derby and not get derbied once in a stream? I'm the first. I like can't look at chat because I gotta keep looking. Yeah, of course. That was just like a really quick playthrough of everything too. There's like a lot of different things in all of those. Little fun things. Look, I might be the first streamer to ever get derbied, but I'm also the first streamer to ever not get derbied in an entire stream where you can get derbied. Oh, fuck. Shit. Anyways, this is almost done. There's not much to go left. There's just UI elements, maybe changing the background. I'm not sure. And then what happens when the game ends. It needs to switch to something else. Right now it just sits here and does nothing. So that's that. That's where we're at on that. The only public version we have right now is just Blackjack. And I think it's at 100 coins per bet in that version. I'm the first streamer in the dictionary, period. In general. Of course. I think this is genuinely, I know a lot of people are here for Chrysicola. I think this is way cooler than Chrysicola. I feel like Chrysicola, I have a lot of pride in the art and the music. And this, I have a lot of pride in the game itself. I feel like I kind of have been knocking it out of the park with this one. I feel really good about the Game Corner expansion. I feel like all those people who are like, oh, the realistic run it sucks because it's hard. They're going to come back, they're going to play the Game Corner expansion, and they're going to say, Chris Piché, why didn't you make the gambling easier? You could have made it so the odds were better for the player. This is pain. This sucks. This isn't fun. This is like, I'm not winning. I'm not winning every time. No, there's no Wigglytuff in the Game Corner, and there won't be. There's a Clefairy in the Game Corner. But there will not be a Wigglytuff in the Game Corner. It won't happen. I still have to think of the last arcade game, though. I'm wondering what I should do. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was just showing off what I had worked on over the past few days. Shit! Oh, you're right! You can't pull a Wigglytuff in the gacha! Fuck! Oh, I was so wrong! I look like an idiot! No Wiggles. No, I was just proven wrong. You can get a Wigglytuff in the game corner. I was so wrong. I was so incorrect about that. You can get every Pokemon in the game. And I made the damn thing! I got boomed. Why does YouTube keep buffering? I don't know. It looks fine on my end. It was quite a time to join. We've been less frequently doing the Game Corner stuff because I lost all the progress over one weekend, and then I had to spend a week bringing it back to where it was. I spent like... How many hours of work was that? It was at least 20. To try and recover everything. So we were doing like weekly updates on the Game Corner expansion stuff, and then it took a hard halt and then became a lot fewer. I don't want a tuna casserole. I'm making meatball subs this weekend. I don't want a tuna casserole. I'm making Chris Piché's homemade meatballs. I'm really excited about them. YouTube crashed. What the hell? Oh. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? Shit. I think the first thing I'm going to do when the Game Corner expansion is done is I'm going to do a challenge off stream with Shep, with Peter, with Shannon to see who can get the most coins first. And then we'll turn it into a run, and then we'll do a stream series. I did. I lost all the files. Well, what happened was, I'm a big idiot, and I followed a tutorial online that I should not have followed because it did not solve the issue that I had, and it in fact caused bigger issue. It deleted everything with no backup. And fortunately, I had a bunch of the code open on my computer, like in an editor. So technically, that was a backup of a bunch of the code. It was like, oh, the file's not found. Do you want to make a copy? And I was like, yes. Yes, I do. Thank you for the follow. And then I had to either remake, for graphics, I had to either remake them all, pull them out of the existing ROM that I had through like the memory in MGBA, or like dig out of my computer's deleted files, which was a nightmare. And then once I restored all of that, I had to replug it all in, make sure all the palettes were good, all of the things were labeled correctly. I had to remake Voltorb Flip again altogether, but that was an import that I just changed, so that wasn't that much work. And then I had to redo all the audio. 2 out of 3 songs are in chat. Oh, you know what? I forgot I have to get rid of one of them because it got copyright claimed last night. Done, did it. Done, it's gone. Fixed. No, I don't know if it was one of yours. I just one of the ones from chat. It was Hyper Potions. It was like it was a Hyper Potions remix of like Koopa Beach or something. I don't know if it was yours or someone else's. Busy guy. That was a struggle going through all that. That was a big struggle, is what it was. I squirmed and I wiggled and I conquered and I proceeded. I don't want to play WAP on the stream, I think, but a good suggestion, good thought, I suppose. Dude, people will, like, all the time. It's fine for this one because this is a remix someone made and wrote, and they fully have the right to copyright claim that if they want. That's fine. What drives me nuts is the amount of accounts that are only designated to either steal people's stuff or make AI stuff, or not even re-upload. I don't know how they get away with this one. But they just take, like let's say video game music, for example, and they're like, that's mine now, and I'm going to copyright claim everyone's streams. That shit drives me nuts. When it's like, oh, this song from Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. It's owned by this Spanish music company. That seems weird. Who is this? And it's just some guy on like SoundCloud. Or some fake company name. That drives me nuts. Because then you have to go through a whole dispute process and YouTube doesn't do anything to stop them. It just stops that one copyright claim. So if I play it again, guess what? They're going to copyright it again. And then I have to go through the whole process again. It's silly. You have more suggestions? I would like some suggestions on what the final arcade game should be in the game corner. They have an automated system to do it. Like YouTube has an automated system that does it. Kind of like a Shazam. Where if it sounds very close to the music that they have a claim on, then it will track it and grab it. And they can choose to claim it or not. They'll have a list going. Yeah, but then you have to like actually go through that process too. When you do a dispute, you can write whatever you want. And usually they just let you go if you go through the dispute. They're like, whatever, fine. Russian roulette. I don't know about that one. I thought about Pac-Man, but I also thought that would be a little painful. I want to do something like simple but classic. Like Snake and Blockstack are really good examples because they're so simple. They're so brain-dead stupid, you could figure them out in a second. And they're very easy to make, but they're such classics. Tetris might be difficult. I'm not sure. The final game that if you lose in your save file, it gets deleted. Memory match? Memory match would be really easy. Angry Birds would be very painful to code in a GBA ROM hack. Ooh, I could do a claw machine. That's true, but how would I do that? Because I could make it look kind of 3D, I guess, if I just make a sprite sheet that looks 3D. And I could set up an array that works as tiles, but then, like, is it like there's odds to it? Because it's not going to have physics. Five-pin bowling with Voltorb and Metapod. Punch-Out. Punch-Out with 2 Pokemon would be fucking sick. Not Doom. I appreciate that, Dan Gaming. I was like devastated for a night when that happened. And then I like didn't really know what to do. But I did my damnedest and Avir helped me a lot. Avir was a huge help in that. Punch-Out is kind of doable. It feels more doable than like Tetris or a claw machine. But there's still a lot to consider in that. Like that would be a big project. Ooh, Hitmonchan's Punch-Out is a funny idea. You could fight like Tyrogue and Hitmonlee and Machamp and Hariyama and Medicham. Ooh. Hitmontop. Poliwrath. Ooh. Breloom. Ooh. Blaziken. Ooh. Primeape. Heracross. Ooh. That could be cool. Conkeldurr is Gen 5. We're only going up to Gen 3 with this one. That'd be a lot of sprite work. That'd be a lot of custom sprite work. No, it's not hate towards Primeape. Just not as exciting. Just Lieutenant Surge. It's Chuck. Who would be the final boss for that? I could see it being Poliwrath. I could see it being Hariyama. I could also see it being like Machamp. I mean, Machamp makes a lot of sense just because it's the champ. Secret boss would be Urshifu. Urshifu you can't beat because you go to block like this and he goes through the block and you lose. All you have to do is land 2 punches because he has a focus sash. It's just Mr. Sandman. I've seen a lot of videos of that fan game. It looks fucking awesome. Coding streams? I could. They would be really long and pretty boring, I think. What I am considering, and I really hope the Patreon considers this, because I don't want to do a horror stream every month. That sounds like I wouldn't want to stream anymore. I hope that people pick out tutorials on Patreon, because I'm willing to do it there, because I think that's a good place for it. This is really long and boring. Okay, hurtful. Hurtful. I think there's a members-only video of me kind of coding a joke hack I did for Retro. Shao could probably walk you through the game. Shao and I were talking today. Oh, I wonder if it's out. Shao and I were talking today about how Mega Man X Corrupted is dropping another update tonight. I wonder if it's already out. It might already be out. I might have to watch that after stream. On the 7th Maverick boss stage. And we were talking earlier about how Magma Dragoon in Mega Man X4 is literally just a fucking Street Fighter reference. That's the whole character. It does like Hadouken and stuff. And Shao had no idea, and Mega Man X is one of his favorite games. I thought that was crazy. Because Shao's favorite game is Street Fighter, and Mega Man X is like his second favorite game or something. He had no idea. He never played Mega Man X4. I should be punished. Waggles cheeks. Don't I deserve punishment? Horror every other month? I suppose if it was every other month, it wouldn't hurt me that bad. If it was every month, though, I'd be miserable. If you guys maybe do horror streams every month, because I hate horror games. They hurt me. Part of me was thinking like we could guarantee a horror game sometimes. No, I'm not headbatting anyone. So you finished all our suggestions. I don't want to play every one of those. I agree with you, Salt. I don't like playing the horror games. I don't mind watching other people play the horror games. I hate playing them, though. I'm a little baby. Trying to play Outlast? I have never played Outlast. I don't know if Outlast is good or not. It's weird because, like, I can watch a horror movie and a horror movie won't scare me, but when you're playing the game, there's way more suspense because you're in control of the pace. Like, you're in it. There's immersion. Whereas when you watch a movie, you're kind of just watching a movie. Of Look Outside? Maybe. I'd love to see a long playthrough of a longer game. We could have picked Resident Evil. Resident Evil could have been the horror game. But no, we want to play like the scariest games of the year. That's what we want to do. The ones where you just get scared. Going into the building in Outlast and I got scared and refused to go on. What kind of game is Outlast? It's the name sounds like it's like a survival zombie game. That's what it looks like. Psychological survival horror game. Yep. That's how you know you did a good job of your title, is when I can kind of get what it is by the title. The bowling ball game where you have to roll it right, but it's just a Voltorb, but if you miss it explodes. What if we just put Wii Bowling as the last arcade game? Thought your skeleton was gonna hatch out of your skin, or are you an egg? I heard Outlast 2 was a miss. I heard a lot of people upset about Outlast 2. Probably has something to do with how I typically play handhelds. Could have to do with that. I like if we think about like when we played Rat Shaker, not that that's really a scary game, but if I am like more immersed in the chat and in the stream, then I won't get scared. Like none of the Halloween games scared me, not that they were that scary either. But when we played the cabin game, that was bad for me. That was bad for my health. Is Paladin here? Oh, there's Paladin. Hello, Paladin. Hello, Paladin. Doki Doki Literature Club is a horror game for Patreon. They should! They should! It had a rat and you shook it. The rat got shook it. Horrifying. Wii Sports as the final game. That would be fucking crazy. What if we... Okay, idea and brain. Idea just formed. Hitmonchan Punch-Out is still a really good idea. I'll have to look into that, because part of me is wanting to do that, but it'd be a shitload of work for the last one. Idea form in brain. Okay? Alright? What if for the last arcade game, we said it was a golf game, like the little one where you get the golf ball as your controller, but we always put a middle-aged, overweight guy in front of the arcade machine so you never get to use it? No, that's a damn idea. That's a damn idea. That's crazy. I agree. A rigged crane game makes sense, but I'm trying to imagine what that would be like in ROM hack format. And it doesn't seem like it would be that intuitive or that good when I try to imagine it. That sounds sick. Jack Black Steve in front of all of them. But it's almost always occupied. You have to go at like 2 in the morning or something. Twitch has just turned into Paladin putting up the finger. I don't even want to type in the chat. I like this the way it is. This is better than typing. What is your icon, Paladin? What is this? What is that right there? Jurassic Park game, like a shooter game? I don't know how I would do that either, though. The thing is, like, you have to... If you want to animate something other than, like, a sprite animation... Like, if you want to animate a sprite moving across the screen or something like that... You have to use a task. I think we're kind of limited on that, right? Unless the task could do multiple things in one Switch case? I don't know, it sounds like it'd be really difficult. Snorlax is King Hippo, that would work really well. Snorlax or Hariyama. Man, that Punch-Out sounds so good. That sounds like such a good damn idea. Or like the Simpsons arcade game, but you play as like the 3 starters. Because it fits so well with Hitmonchan as the main character. A Pokemon Mystery Dungeon hack of something really dumb would be funny. Lola sleeps in my bed with me. Guitar Hero. We could do a rhythm game. We could. I don't think it would be timed up very well because we'd have to try to do it to a MIDI playing behind it. But we could technically do a rhythm game, like Friday Night Funkin' style. I don't think it's impossible to build. Because I can see how it's done. Like, you would set up a bunch of random delays that do checks every frame, and it checks for both your button press, and it checks, like, based on the randomized timer when the other person's going to punch or block. I guess I could look into the code for Punch-Out. Looking at, like, something that's built for the NES is a really good example of something we can always build, though, because the NES is so simple. See you, Belden. Is Lila supposed to go home today? I thought she was, but she's going home tomorrow. Like, let me look up real quick. Let me do a little Google looky. You have 6 moves. You have left and right jabs, left and right body blows, left and right dodges, block, duck, and the uppercut. How does the Punch-Out AI work? Pool and billiards makes a lot of sense, but it would be really hard to do because you'd have to figure out the physics for it. Punch-Out AI. No, I don't want AI drawings of Punch-Out characters. How does it work? Punch-Out and AI scripts. Freezing fire. If you don't make it back, I hope you have a good rest of your night. Let's see. No, this is just a person that's talking about their opinions on the Punch-Out AI scripts. It's like a timer and then does a move. It's also at a set order, so you can kind of learn how it does. You have no idea how it works. Thanks. Great. No, that was good. That was great. Thank you for the Twitch follow. Speaking of Lola, where'd she go? It could, but pinball's really designed to have gravity. And it interacts with, it doesn't interact with other sprites. It interacts with the tile set. I mean, it does interact with sprites, I guess. Everyone liked the stream. Start with Logan Paul to end with Mike Tyson. Reggie Rock is the final boss. It's kind of funny. That is kind of funny. Or even like Mewtwo. I think Reggie Rock is funnier. It could be like... The first one is Tyrogue. Second is like Breloom. Third is Blaziken. Fourth is Poliwrath. Fifth is Machamp. And then you play against Reggie Rock. It's a mashing minigame where each button press tightens a claw slightly. That would still be kind of painful to do, though. I see your vision, though. They also have a guaranteed set order at the beginning of the fight. So I guess I could make an array that just goes 1, 2, 3 or something. Or no, it doesn't even have to be an array. It could just be like a number that goes up, a counter. It says if you're on number 3, if you're on number 1, use move 1, add 1 to the number. If you're on number 2, do move 2, add 1 to the number. If you're on number 3, do move 3, set number to 0. Add 1 to the number. This would take a lot of research. It would take a long time to do the graphics, but it could be really worth it if it's cool. You're lacking randomness, and you have a solved game more about execution than gambling. Well, I think it would make sense to like. It would make sense for like the Glass Joe fight, right? Your first fight definitely should have set moves, but you don't make as much money back for beating them as much as it costs to play the game. And it could be like that for like the first 3 matches. Like you don't make your coin back until you beat 3 of the matches, and then from there you start to earn money and it gets randomized. It's standalone evil thing. I guess I could like Master Yamato, hello. I guess I could like do something different for the Game Corner expansion, and then after this project I could do Punch Out. Would it be cool? Would it be cool to make a Pokemon hack of Pokemon Emerald where all the battles you can only use Hitmonchan and all the battles are Punch Out? Would that be cool? And their difficulty and randomness and number of moves and different types of moves are determined by their stats and their level. And then types impact how powerful your attacks are. How could it be more boring than a standard Pokemon battle, though? It would be like real-time battling. That would be a shitload of work. That would be a fuckload of work to do all the sprites for every Pokemon ever. And then I would imagine you'd want to keep all your moves, or at least all punching moves, and then do different animations for those, including for all Pokemon. I might want to keep that in my back pocket. Play Punch Out for a stream? Maybe, if that's what you guys want me to do. If that's a bargain bin day thing. Or some. Well, I think once you get the engine down, like you just replace the battle engine with your current one. And you can run it from there, but all the stuff that's going to take a long time is like what's different per battle. Like how level, how species, how moves, how experience, how all that is impacted. I haven't played Punch-Out since I was like a kid. Don't say Gray Eevee, because it could have happened and I could have missed it. Also, it's not gray in this, right? It's like gold in this one. I think it would be interesting. I think it would be a nightmare to make. I think it would be really interesting if it was done or executed really well. Oh, right, because there's elemental punches. Right. So you could do different type stuff. You could add in all the elements as punches. That is not how you worded it, Blaze. Not at all. If that is what you meant, that is not what you said. I did forget that. I did 100% forget that. Have you ever seen 00F? He's insane at Punch-Out. He's done runs into defense where he goes like 2000 nonstop against the random title defense fighters. I've never seen it. I've never seen speedruns of Punch-Out. I feel like it'd be nutty, right? Like fights would be super fast. They'd be doing like frame perfect punches and never get hit. I don't think I've played Punch-Out since I was like a freshman in high school. How long ago was that? Like 14 years ago? It's kind of scary to say out loud. Check DMs? I'm live, I can't do that. You gotta know the counter thing? It's a matter of crucial importance. Are you going to PAX? I'm planning on it. I need to buy stuff. I need to buy everything. But short answer, I'm planning on it. Hang on, I need to get more water. I'll be right back. Let me put this reset counter back together, and let me grab some water real quick. Where's Lola? Sleeping in the other room. She's relaxing in the other room. Oh my guts. Ugh. I was about to like went to change the music, and I almost just full on like bottom of my stomach just belched into the microphone. Oh, there she is. There she is. What are you doing? What are you doing, Lo? Hey, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. You shouldn't be back there. There's dangerous weapons back there, ma'am. Ma'am? Oh, she's so tired. Broly, to answer your question, if you're still here. If you guys are crunched on time, I might just grab my own place. If there is a time crunch. That's not a cat, that's Lola. Played Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for the Wii and went 595 to 3? That's a lot of wins. I'm wondering if we should... I know it's starting to get late. I'm wondering if we should do like a bit of like a Gartic phone or something like that. Some meme like that. The secret kitchen view. Could you see my kitchen? Oh, goodness. Oh, my bad. It could be a Gartic phone. It could be something else. Also, speaking of fun things that involve the community, I kicked around with the mods. I wanted to bring back the chat awards idea we had last year. I wanted to bring that back because I think it's a fun idea. And I think with things that have happened on the channel, such as Feebass Friday, there's opportunity for realistic accolades from chat members. When you go to PAX, can I bunk in your walls? No. Very early workday tomorrow, so I'm falling asleep to stream. All good. Do what you gotta do. I don't have a workday, but I know I'm gonna wake up to Lola's paw on my face at 5 in the morning. We could do Wobble Dogs. We could do that instead. I just found the biggest massive ants in my garage. Literally a pile of ants an inch tall. What you need is a vacuum. A vacuum will solve a lot of things for you, brother, including the cause of the ants to begin with. 6 to 6, that stinks. That's a long shift. Early AM, long shift. That's a bit brutal. Could you see my kitchen? Was my kitchen on the screen when we looked at that? I mean, we've seen the kitchen before. We did the Halloween stream and we did a pizza stream. There's not much else to my apartment other than here and the kitchen. The cabinets? Oh no! What I'd be more worried about is the junk in there. I think I have a bunch of socks on the floor that I need to stick in my laundry. At least I did all my dishes. You could cut that to egg and Chris will eat it whole. What? Huh? What? I have not got a shiny Eevee. Don't say that. Don't say that to me. Don't say that. Chris does dishes? I have to. I don't own a dishwasher. Put garlic on an egg and Chris will eat it whole. Okay, maybe I made another garlic sauce tonight. And tomorrow night I will be putting garlic into my meatballs. And in fact, I might need to go buy more garlic because I ran out. Maybe that's all true. What were we talking about? Let me tell you. Libras. Getting caught by a legendary Pokemon 1,430 times and dying 1,430 times. Pfft. Just like a Libra. Made some bomb-ass brownies today for my girlfriend's mom's birthday, and they turned out amazing. I'm very happy for you. Vampires would despise me. I leak out garlic fume from my body. I'm like Wario. If I were to pop a pimple, it would be like when you take it like that crusher thing with the garlic, when you mince garlic. It would be like that. That's disgusting. It was gross. That was a gross joke. I'm sorry. I didn't like quite process in my head how gross that actually was. I'm sorry. Like, everyone likes garlic. Let's be honest. Pretty much everyone likes garlic. There's not many people out there that don't like things that have garlic in them. And I am a proponent of that. And on top of that, garlic is pretty good for you. Alright? It's pretty good for you. Now, most people mix garlic with oils and butter, which makes it pretty not good for you. But if you just eat a clove of garlic, that's actually pretty healthy. It depends. Aliens are the lifeblood of culture. Garlic clove. You have aggressive onion energy. I really like onion too. pretty much every meal that I cook has a whole onion and 3 cloves of garlic in it. Guaranteed. Guaranteed bare minimum. Pretty much everything I cook has that in it. There's probably not a single thing I've cooked in the last month that doesn't have both of those things in them. But am I wrong? Am I wrong for doing that? Think about all of your favorite things to eat, and they probably have onion and garlic in them. They probably do. Or at least onion powder or garlic powder. No. It's onion time. Not wrong, just bald? Oh, you're not wrong. Onions make your stomach hurt. If you eat a raw onion, it'll make your stomach hurt. If you cook down an onion, it becomes much sweeter and much easier, like less acidic. I am of Italian descent. I have garlic and onions in my blood. Delicious, garlicky, oniony, soupy 10-month-old scallops. You sound like HelloFresh. Like, name your favorite food. Name your favorite foods. Let's do a little market research here. I'm also Italian. My blood is onions and garlic. I don't have red hair. Burger. Burger, you can add both and it's delicious. And usually people add onion. Garlic ice cream is my fave. Okay. Parmesan cheese. Okay. Salmon? Salmon goes good with a little bit of lemon and a little bit of, you could do onion or garlic. Pepperoni pizza? Imagine that, but with garlic powder over a buttered crust. Delicious. Steak potatoes and a fucking loaf of garlic bread. That's what I'm saying! Lasagna and sushi. There could be onions in the sauce for the lasagna and or garlic. Pickles. Eat them with a whole onion. I thought you were French. I would eat snails. I think snails are delicious, by the way. Escargot's delicious. But you serve that with a garlic oil. There's garlic in it. My favorite food is when you take a clove of garlic and you shove it into a red onion. Lemon pepper salmon. Honey and chili flake salmon. Soy glazed salmon. I've never really eaten much salmon. I'm not a big fish guy. The texture's tough on escargot, but I'm not fazed by texture. I am fazed by flavor. If poop tasted good, I could eat it. Why am I being so gross? Onion as the chips dunked into ragu. Let me one-up you because that's terrible. How about onion blossom dipped in horseradish sauce? How about that? You're not a fish guy, you're the milk cheese guy. I'm the guy who caught the fish. I'm good with seafood. I'm not big with fish. And I love mushrooms. I used to hate mushrooms. I love mushrooms now. Garlic butter is so good on both potatoes and on steak. Garlic truffle butter, even better. Certain roll in Algeria called a D's nuts. Is that something you really want out on the internet? No, it isn't. It was a mistake. It was a misstep. I only like mild tasting fish. I agree, but I do love clams. I like steamers. I like fried clams. I like conch. I like lobster. I like calamari. I like sushi. But like haddock, I'm not really a big fan of. Shrimp, I like. Shrimp, I like when it's garlicky and delicious. There's nothing weird about conch, okay? My mom told me yesterday they were out to dinner at a fancy restaurant for my mom's birthday. And the first thing she told me was because it was a nice restaurant I'd been to, and apparently I sat right next to Big from Sex and the City, and I didn't know it was him. I don't watch Sex and the City. The first thing she texted me was, "We miss you. Wonder if Big will be here." And I said, Big got in a lot of trouble for sexually harassing women. Actually, he got canceled. He's probably not going to be at that restaurant anytime soon. And then she texted me, Okay. And then she texted me, we're eating cracked conch tonight. So there's nothing wrong with conch is the moral of the story. Ain't nothing wrong with a little conch. Scallops are delicious. Not when they're expired. Not when they're expired. I love me some cracked conch. I love me some conch fritters. I love me some fried conch. And I love me some conch salad. And my grandpa tries to get me to eat the pistol. And I don't want to eat the pistol. I didn't realize how brutal that was out of context. Saying there's nothing wrong with a little conch. No part of me realized how bad that was out of context. If new yoink exists, that means old yoink and yoink also exist. Where are they? You're asking too many questions, and if you're not careful, bad things are going to happen. Like, there's nothing wrong with going to the waiter and saying, I would like to order the cracked conch. It's a monsieur, the cracked conch coming your way. You go, hey, garçon! One plate of cracked conch, please! Pronto! Monsieur, one cracked conch for you, and for the lady. I'll also have the cracked conch. Yes, one cracked conch for the madame. Very good, very good. Would you like anything on the side? Yeah, conch salad. And you know what? I want you to chop up the conch and sprinkle it on top. I want a little conch. What a nice, insane break from all these crazy Minecrafting anime girls. Surely nothing unhinged can happen here. Never. Give me a boiling pot full of butter and cloves of garlic with a full lobster boiled, and I'd eat the shiznit out of that. I thought you were just going to stop with boiling pot. Can we talk again about the crab that got jerked off and thrown in a pot of boiling water? I think that's always a fun topic. The worst way to go. This is my favorite topic. Seabug don't deserve it. That's a classic. Okay, that video is a classic. Because there's a guy smoking a cigarette. He's like, we have the best crab. You buy our crab. It's the best fucking crab. It's delicious. And then he starts rubbing a crab violently. And then you can see it go like, ah. And then he yucks it in a pot of boiling water. And nobody really knows what's happening in that. They're just like, oh, he understands how to treat the crab. But then, like, the biologist ends up in the comments on every single time that video's posted. And they're like, guys, that's not what he's doing. We're talking about seafood. He's like, this is how you get the crab to not pinch you. It's like, you ever get pinched by crabs? Our crabs are delicious. They never pinch us. Watch this. Don't you cook all crabs and lobsters by boiling them alive? Best moaning pufferfish impression. I'm pretty good at it usually. I have off days, but I'm pretty good at it. Let me give it a shot. Oh. That was okay. Hang on, I can do better than that. Oh. 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 No, I lost it. I lost it. I was closer to the beginning. They have humane deaths now. How to kill a crab. Spiking. Oh, I wish I didn't look at the picture. I didn't want to look at that. Snap, crackle, conch. Yeah, I think I played the video. It's a classic. It's a classic. It's a classic video. Our crabs never pinch me. Me when I'm on my third. Okay, I don't need to read that one. You can do away with them now before boiling. I think you might be a serial killer. Just out of the context reading that message, I think you might be a serial killer. It's a fucking knife. Kind of reminds me of when I was watching a reptile expert watch TikToks, and there was one of a little gator getting brushed or something. A lot of people thought the open mouth meant it was happy, but the expert had to explain that it was a distress response. That's really sad. It was like, stop it! And everyone was like, keep going, he loves it. He loves it. Crab versus 1,000-degree knife. You know that would have gotten like 40 million views on YouTube back in 2017, but today it wouldn't fly. Today you would get banned. And I think good, because I don't want to see a 1,000-degree knife go through a crab. Those were like it back then. That was a weird time on YouTube. That was, I feel like nobody knew exactly what to do with content yet, because it was like shortly after the adpocalypse happened. So all the top videos were super weird. It's hard to hear over the chicken I'm frying. Don't want to get potentially your Twitch in trouble. Wait, for what? Oh, for spiking? You think Twitch is going to be like, he's spiking drinks. He's a 28-year-old man spiking drinks with crab in it. What is RHSB? Isn't that song? RHSB? No, that's respect. He's spiking the crab's drink. What's he doing? Oh, Red Hot Steel Ball versus Neapolitan ice cream. Red Hot Steel Ball stuff is still big on TikTok right now. Did you get the shiny? I've gotten it like 5 times today, but I'm trying to go for 10 before we move on. Why would you say that? Chris would get kicked out of a bar vibes. I've never been kicked out of a bar, but I've watched people I know get kicked out of bars. I watched a guy one time at a bar that was on a dock in my city. I watched him. He went to my high school. He ran into us while we were there. We weren't with him. I watched him go to the front of the line, order a rum bucket, and when they handed it to him, he threw up all over the bar, across the entire thing, and then they threw him out by his pants and his shirt like a cat. And then later on, I watched 2 other guys get kicked out of the bars by security guards. I did get denied into a bar once. Chris gives designated driver. I used to be built like a tank when I go out, but I think now that I don't really drink anymore, my tolerance for alcohol is much lower. Why? I have a twin brother who has the same middle and last name as me, and the same birth date as me, and looks nothing like me. And we went to a bar with our high school friends when we were all 21. It's down the street from where I am right now. And my brother goes up and hands the ID, and he says, you can come in. And then I go up and I hand my ID, and keep in mind, I'm like a half a foot taller than my brother and look much different than him. And they look at my name and my birthday, and they say, this is fake. And I went, no, it's not. That's my twin. And they went, no, this is definitely a fake. You can't come in. This is fake. I went, no, that's a real ID. It's a real ID from the state of New Hampshire. That's my ID. And then my friend who was hammered came over. He was very drunk. He was like, hey, why can't he get in? What's wrong with the ID? And the guy was like, that's confidential. I can't tell you. It's code on the back. It's confidential. And we're like, what? And then my friend who was really drunk was like, hey, so he put his arm around the bodyguard. He's like, hey, so I'm not calling you an asshole, but you're kind of a fucking asshole, and you need to let my friend in. And I went, all right, come on, let's leave. Let's just go to another spot. So we didn't end up going to that bar. The bouncer, sorry. Okay, rude. I laid in bed because comfy and just woke up 3 hours later. I hate when that happens to me. That happened to me 2 days ago. I think he was more put off that we have the same middle name and last name too. But that's just true. That's a fact about me and my brother. I've been losing nap roulette more and more and more. I feel guilty about it with Lola here. Because I'm like, all right, we'll go out in like an hour. And then I fall asleep for like 3 hours. But it's also partially because she wakes me up like 4 times a night to have me scratch her belly for 30 seconds and go back to sleep. I used to date a guy who had the same first name as his dad and all his brothers, and they all went by their middle names. You know what's interesting is I know families like that. I know that. And they're not even, it's not even like it would be like Chrispiche the second, Chrispiche the third. It's just the first name. Which is very... Look, is there anyone in chat right now? Put a 1 in chat if you're a junior or second or the third. If you're one of those archetypes. Put a 1 in the chat. Okay, hurtful. I'm not bald. Christopher 5. Get your Brussels sprouts. Ooh, a 1. We got 1 of them. 2 of them. That's so interesting. Of you people in chat who are juniors or the seconds or the thirds, etc., 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 are you going to continue the legacy? Are you going to name a child after yourself? Are you going to keep it running? Absolutely not. It's a pain for official forms. He wanted to name you the third. Your sister was named after your dad. That's hard as fuck. Middle names are named after our family, and mine is after like my mom's friend's daughter. That is very clear you're the youngest. There are people married in this chat. I would argue that one of the requirements to watch the stream is to be an absolute fucking goddamn beefcake and to wear either a suit or a nice dress. So I don't think that's right. You'll continue it? Interesting. Interesting. I personally, if I was the second or the third, I might have a different opinion just because it would be like that would be my name and that would be my legacy. But I have no interest in naming someone like Chris Piché Jr. I don't. It seems like weird to me, but at the same time, it's so interesting to me. That's true. It would be up to your spouse's call as well. Every other guy in my family shares a middle name except me. That name sucks, so I'm glad I avoided it. Oh, that's good. That's a good thing. Just got called Bub. In New England, that's common. New England, that's not like there's people who are first name Bubba. It's very common. You want to switch your first and last name? Or first and middle? Or first and last? You don't want to be called a chud. Out east over here, you hear Bubba and Bub. Randomly start... No, I avoid conversations on the metro.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
My thing was I used to always want a conversation in the Uber because I always thought Uber drivers had really interesting things that happened to them. You're named after someone from the movie Fame. That's even more interesting. He's too turned on to think he's metrosexual. Okay, relax. I don't know. I'm tired too. I'm feeling the tired energy right now. But I used to always ask Uber drivers like what they've been up to. That was like my thing for a while when I was in college. Every time I get in an Uber, I would always ask a simple question. What is the most wild thing that you've had happen to you in this Uber? And in Boston, you would hear a plethora of things. Sometimes you would get the person who's like, nothing special. Sometimes you would get the very common, I had a group of sorority girls in here and they yacked all over my car. And then you get the timeless story of how after they yak, it actually, even though they get charged money for yakking, it actually costs the Uber driver more money to get the car cleaned than they make from the yakking. So the only one who profits there is Uber. And then you would get the weird stuff. For example, one lady told me how she picked up a guy when she was also picking up her son from school, who was in the front seat. And then the guy was actually using her and her car to go on a damned drug deal. I feel like this needs a different theme for it. There we go. This is a little more chill. She had a guy in her car who was having them drive to a parking garage, which is kind of weird to take an Uber to go to a car. But the reason he was going to a parking garage was not to get to his car, because he had gotten out and he went to pick up cocaine from a guy in his car. So he asked her to wait a few minutes, and then he ordered another Uber from her again and got back in with cocaine. And then while in the car, this guy tried to sell the cocaine to her 9-year-old son in the front seat. So she kicked him out on the side of the road. I don't know what the price was. I doubt she got a discount. That was in Boston. That wasn't even in New York. But that was one of the stories I heard. There was a time, too, when an Uber driver came to me with a story. They didn't really come to me with a story. It was more like a piece of information. I didn't have to ask a question. I sat down and my roommates were in the backseat. And he said, so what's up with the whole VR thing? The VR thing's new. This was back in 2017? It's like, yeah, VR seems like really cool. That seems like it's like the hot thing right now. And I was like, oh yeah, I got one of those ones from Walmart where you just slip your phone in them and then it's kind of VR. And he goes, no, that's so cool. Hey, you have a VR thing? Hey, you ever watch VR porn? I went, what? He's like, yeah, I'm sure that shit's fucking awesome. You ever watch VR porn? I went, no, I haven't watched VR porn. He's like, yeah, it's like you're really there. That's fucking awesome. And then I went on my own little tirade and said, I don't want to try VR porn because what if I'm wearing the headset and I can't hear anything and I can't see anything and then I'm like in the middle of the room just jerking off and my mom walks in. Then what do I do? And he said, yeah, I guess, yeah. Anyways, here's your stop. Have a good rest of your day. And I said, thank you. And then my roommates made fun of me and said I've definitely watched VR porn for the next year. Objectively, the best response to that question. I'm right. I have a VR set. I have that shitty one somewhere at my parents' house I was talking about. Never watched it. Too afraid of not being in the moment. Too afraid of anything happening. Too afraid of getting into the VR world and getting stuck in the VR world. Being trapped in the video. I had an Uvu driver once take a phone call to her sister in Hawaii and in 40 minutes convinced her to divorce her husband. That's crazy. I have noticed, when you do like Uber driving or whatever, Lyft, whatever else, when you do that, you get so desensitized to having passengers that it's basically like they're not even there. Have you noticed this? Like, drivers will just put on a phone call on speaker through their speakers in the car, and you'll just listen to their conversation for like an hour with some random person. And they don't care. They're like so desensitized to it, they don't give a fuck. I've thought about it because it's come up. Like, I've gone to the hub and I've seen this is a VR video. You could watch this with VR. And I've had the thought, I have a VR set. And then I thought through the consequences and said, no, I will not do this. You think a mortuary scientist would ever become an Uber driver? What do those have to do with each other? What do they have to do with each other? Gave you headaches? Part of my job for a while, until we kind of upgraded the hardware we had at my workplace, was when we did new design build projects for businesses, like made new headquarters or retail stores or whatever. We would take the SketchUp model, like the 3D rendering of that, or Revit or whatever model, of that building, and they would say, Chris, you like computers? I go, I guess. They go, why don't you put it into VR? I go, why? They go, well, we never thought about that. Anyways, I want to see it tomorrow, so put it in VR and we'll all get to see it in VR. Good luck. I went, I don't even know how to do that. What? And then I had to put the stuff in, the builds into VR. So my job used to be, for a solid month, spending 8 hours a day with a VR headset on, and I would get so seasick at work. I would get so nauseous at the damn workplace because it was just, Like, back then, the software wasn't very good for connecting those things, and the hardware wasn't great either. So I would get so damned seasick just trying to, like, navigate the menus and stuff for, like, hours and hours and hours a day. Well, the thing is, they didn't. The idea would be, like, if somebody came in to our office and they wanted to see what the build was like in person. That doesn't exist yet. And I get the thought behind that. But that's such a few and far between thing that it becomes less and less valuable per the price of doing it. Because not only do you need to own a VR set and have it set up so it works in VR, but you need to connect the VR set to a really fucking powerful computer that's like $5,000. No, I'm talking about how an Uber driver asked me if I ever watched VR porn, and I'm vehemently against it because I was scared of my surroundings. My worst Uber ride, the driver answered her phone on the highway only for her to learn her aunt died, and she understandably started freaking out and driving erratically. That's scary. That's really sad for the Uber driver, but that's really scary. That sucks. I had a Lyft driver once in Boston. It was at like 1 a.m. It was me and a girl I was dating at the time. We were just going back to my apartment from like a party we went to. So we were going like probably like a 20-minute ride through Boston. And the Lyft app told me, hey, you're lucky you. This ride's on us, pal. This one's free. And I went, wow, that's the best news ever. This is the best night ever. We had so much fun, and now we're getting a free ride home. Fantastic. And the car pulls up, and it sounds as if it's a tin can rattling down the road as it pulls up. And it's like this little beat-up thing. This little, like, 70s sedan that's in rough shape. I went, uh-oh. And I opened the door. And not only was it like a cloud of cigarette smoke that came out of the side of the door, but when I pulled it open, the door got stuck on the sidewalk. And I went, oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really wedged on there. That's bad. And it made a horrible scraping sound. So then I hopped in the car and I'm trying to like get the door shut. And it's like taking me a hot second. I'm getting like really embarrassed and really nervous. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have to pay for this car. And it goes like and slams shut. I'm like, oh shit. And I turn to look over and the driver's there right in my face like this. Are you trying to break my car? I went, ha! He was like totally cross-eyed looking at me. He's like, nah, I'm just kidding. That happens all the time. Let's drive, beep, beep. I went, huh? And then he started like barreling down the road in between the lanes, like on the two yellow lines. And I was like gripping the door and the side of the like seat. And I turn around and look at my girlfriend and she's doing the exact same thing in the back. Lola's right there. She's right there. She's sleeping. Against the tallies, I have no idea what this guy was. He said beep beep. And then he flies to my apartment. It took like 2 minutes to get there. And he goes, there you go, for free, just for you, bye-bye. And I open the door and get stuck on the sidewalk again. I'm like, fucking, get me out of here. And I get it scraped shut and I go inside and I turn to the girl I was dating. I was like, was that bad? She was like, yeah, that was really bad. That was bad. I went, yeah, that was bad. And then we went back to bed and never spoke of it again. I give him 5 stars because y'all made it alive. I think the only reason we made it alive is because there were like no other cars on the road. It was the most dead I've ever seen Boston. Chris has met other people? Huh? I thought that when he turns off the stream, he just sits right there until the next stream. You spoke of it again now on the internet. It wasn't like a worded like, we will never speak of this again. We just didn't speak of it. He made the road empty. He scared him off. It's like a battle cry when the door opens. Boston hears his car and they clear the roads for this man. I told you guys too, not long ago I was on a date in Boston. I took an Uber back home and the Uber driver got pulled over on the highway by a state trooper. And the poor guy was shaking like a wet chihuahua when it happened. So I gave him a huge tip and 5 stars because he was just trying to get me home faster. It was not the same guy though. I fear you may have met a god on Lyft. No, I did meet a god once on Lyft. When it was COVID, or like shortly after COVID, I guess, when things started opening again, I would go to the bars on the weekend with my good friend from high school. And we would, if it was cold, like in the dead of winter, we would take an Uber back to my parents' place. Because that's where I was living. And because it was shortly after COVID, there wasn't a lot of people working for Uber around here. Or Lyft. And I ended up 5 times in a row getting the same exact guy. In fact, I got him so many times that he caught on that every time he picked us up, we'd been drinking. And he started like asking questions like, you party? And we're like, I guess, yeah, we like to party. He's like, girls? Party with girls. And we're like, sometimes, yeah. He's like, can I come? I was like, I don't know. And he's like, here. And he takes my phone from me and he puts in his phone number. I probably still have it. I'm using it for the Lola Cam now, but I'm pretty sure I still have it. And he's like, you call me, I come to party, you don't need Lyft. I drive home. I party and I drive you home. And the 5th time this happened, should let him come, you're a bad friend. He's not my friend. He's like this 55-year-old Uber driver. The 5th time it happened, my friend was in the car this time. And I get in and he goes, Chris! And I think he knows my parents' address at this point. And my friend Brady is like, you know this guy? I was like, Brady, I don't know this guy. I don't know him. He's a Lyft driver. I've seen him before. I don't know him. He's like, yo, for party? You didn't invite me? That's okay though. hey, who are you? My friend's like, he's been drinking a lot, so he's just excited to just be in that moment, you know? He's like, oh, I'm Brady. What's up, man? Yeah. Nice to meet you. You must be a cool guy. And I'm like, Brady, no, don't do this. Don't do this. And the guy the whole time, I think he gave Brady his number too. And he's like, yeah, you guys, you just call me. Don't go Uber. Call me. Just call my phone. We party. We party. We're going to party. And Brady was so... drunk is the first thing that comes to mind. But so drunk and excited. Brady gave him a $100 tip in cash. And the guy probably thought that he was going to make bank off of us and have sex with a lot of women, but that was the last time I ever saw him. I'm pretty sure I still have his phone number. It was not Italian. Brady's a good friend. Chris isn't. Brady is a good friend. That guy was not my friend. That man was not my friend. I think his name was like, he had a very powerful name. What was it? I've mentioned this on stream a long time ago. I can't remember what his name is. It was like Gonzalez or something. It's a very powerful name. You should text him, see if he's been to any parties. Hey, party? You want to party? You want to party with chat? I'm not going to call him right now. I'm never going to call him. You have to name the shiny Eevee after him? Do I have to name the Eevee Gonzalez? You know Gonzalez too? I party with that guy. This was like in 2021. It was like when things were opening after COVID. Probably 2021 time. Consume an entire Italian. I hope you mean sandwich. I could go for a whole foot-long Italian sandwich right about now. Versus the Uncle Grandpa. I think, look, I talked about it earlier. Uncle Grandpa, first of all, is dead. This Uber driver could be dead from all the partying. I think Gonzalez would win. I think with a name like that, you can't lose a fight. Yeah, how would he be able to party and drive? That seems a bit sus. Maybe he would call the Uber. One time, too, I was on vacation in the islands. And I was sitting at a restaurant with my family, and I was at the bar. And some guy came up to me who I think was a native of the island. And he was like, hey, buddy, are you from around here? And it's very clear that I'm not. You could just look at me and it's very clear I am not a native of this island. I went, no, I'm from New England. I went, oh, cool. Do you like cocaine? And I went, no, not really. And then he stuck a phone in my pants. And I went, huh? And he went, meet me outside here in 2 hours. And I went, what? Huh? And then he took off and he left me with the phone. And then about 1,000 thoughts went through my head at once. Because I didn't know where this guy, like what his deal was. He stuck a burner phone into my pants. Was it a cool phone? It was like a old iPhone or something, or Droid. Do you have? No, I don't have the phone. I don't know if he was like in some kind of like a situation like the cartel or something. You know what I mean? Like, who's this man? Where did he get these drugs from? Why did he stick a phone in my pants? Why am I going to meet him? Is he going to hurt me? I don't know what's happening. So I go back to my hotel and I have this phone in my pants and I don't tell my parents about it because I'm like, I don't want them to think I'm like getting in with some drugs guy. And I like went back and forth in my head for like an hour, and the phone text message pops up on the phone. It says, meet me at the whatever street. And I went, oh, what's going to happen? Like, does he have like my location with the phone? Is he going to hurt me if I don't go to the street? What? And then I'm a big chicken type archetype character. So I actually went to the spot to meet the guy with no intention of buying drugs. Can we get this guy on stream? So I go to the spot, and it's just some, like, at a bank. Like, in the middle of the downtown area. I did. And I'm, like, around there for, like, 15 minutes, and I'm sweating profusely. Because I thought he was going to find me, and then he would show up with, like, a weapon or something. And my family would be there. Like, I had, like, a million thoughts running through my head about this. And I think in my brain, I was like, this is the hero move. I don't want to put my family at risk. I will go to the location. Like I'm like Die Hard or something. So I went there, and the guy comes out around the corner. And the first thing he does is he says, give me the phone. And I went, okay, here's your phone. And I give it to him. And he says, no, give me your phone. And I went, thinking, this is where I die. Thinking he's either going to chuck this in the water or step on it. And then he's going to hurt me or kidnap me. So I did what any sane person would do, and I gave him my damn phone. And you know what he did is he actually just opened it and added his contact into the phone and then gave it back to me. And I went, oh, whew. And then he said, it's going to be $200. And I went, I don't think I want it. I'm not really a guy who does cocaine. And then he looked at me for a second and he said, I don't care. Now it's $250. I went, I don't have $250 on me. And then he pointed at the bank and he's like, use the ATM. And I'm kind of mad about this for the most part because the ATM doesn't deal in 50s at this ATM I was at. It deals in 20s. And I had $200 on me on my person. But then I had to get $60 out. And then I said, do you have change for a 20? And he just took the 260. And I didn't want the drugs. So he just took it and left. So he just robbed me of $260. And that's all that happened. And then I walked back to my hotel. And then I had his phone number. I just kill him at this point. That's not in my character archetype. And I told my brother about it. He thinks I'm a fucking idiot. And I was like, yeah, you're right. You allowed yourself to get robbed. Well, look, he was a smart person in the fact that he stuck probably a tracked phone in my pocket. And then just took off. Which I guess I could have just thrown the phone somewhere. I don't know. But then I was like, I'm like around this area. What if he just sees me? Like, I had so many thoughts go through my head. Like, what if he comes back here to get someone else and then just sees me? Because I'm a pretty noticeable person. I'm a 6'5" guy with this haircut. I'm not hard to pick out of a crowd. Anyways, months go by. I'm back in the mainland in the United States. I'm back in New England. And I, for a while, would get texts from this dude. And he would write things like, hey, buddy, how are you? Like we were friends? No, I've never told my parents this story. They have no idea this happened. Or like, hey, pal, how are things going? And then sometimes he would text me saying like, are you around? Are you in town? I got a good shipment, as if I bought it from him. So I ended up blocking him and deleting the number. Don't your parents watch the stream, though? They're literally in the islands right now. They can't see this. They're not going to sift through a VOD and find this. Also, I think like this was years ago. At this point, like what difference does it make? Bad friend Chris again. The guy robbed me. What do you mean? Well, I actually got a kick out of the text for a while. I used to show my brother and thought it was funny because I never answered them. You have like negative survival instincts at this point. I'm a hero. What if he came for my family? I saved my family's lives that day. I can't believe you didn't support his small business. I mean, I did. He got my money. I was a one purchase goober who actually didn't purchase anything, just lost money. The people in Chris's contacts are like cryptids. My contacts in my phone are actually super weird. They're super, super weird. Because they're a mix of Uber drivers, of robbers, of friends from high school and college, of CEOs of pretty sizable businesses. Of different coworkers, of different animators, of different video editors and YouTubers. My contact list is super weird. Drop that phone number. You're ready to roll over and let Meth Maddie kill you. I have cops in my phone too, actually, now that I think about it. I do have policemen who I have their phone numbers. I'm not going to share my phone number. Is this story the inspiration for We Broke? No. Not at all. Not at all. I think that song came out before this happened. Battle Royale of Chris's contacts. Who wins? That's a really good question. Who would be the top dog in my contacts? I don't think I'm even allowed to talk about this. I think I'd be like sharing information about people. Or breaking an NDA somewhere. No, well, I got robbed. Yeah, I did get... Okay, now I'm starting to see a pattern. Yeah, when I lived in Boston, I got robbed. Like, my apartment got robbed. That's where that came from. When I lived in Boston, this was around the time of the Uber driver who drove in the middle of the road. It was around the same... It was like probably a month apart from this. I went out Christmas shopping. I was the only one living at my apartment about the time. Yeah, I got burgled. I got hamburgled. You look robbable. Thank you. That's kind of you. I went out Christmas shopping with my girlfriend at the time at the Prudential Center at the Pru. And I was the only one living at my apartment. Everyone else had gone home for the holidays. And even though I had locked 3 doors, 2 front doors, and my 1 back door, when we got back to my apartment, for some reason, the front door was no longer locked. I went, that's weird. And the second front door was open. And I said, that's really weird. And I went inside of my apartment, which is yet another locked door that was unlocked. And I found pretty much everything in my room was fucking missing. The goofy part about this, considering that everyone else was on home for the holidays, the goofy part about this is I was the only person with stuff in the apartment. So my room was the only one that got robbed. And apparently the robber kicked in the doors, and there was like marks, and they could a detective came and checked it out. Not really a detective, it was just a police officer. This is the Boston Police Department we're talking about. They didn't send a detective. I called and they said, where's the detective? And they said, I don't know, and they never came. But they took $4,000 from me and stuff. They took my animation stuff. They took my camera. They took a suit, which I think is dumb because I'm 6'5" and that suit was too big for me, so who the fuck's gonna wear that? They took my cologne, used, which I thought was insane. Like, I think they were probably pretty stinky robbers. They did take my chinos, that's true. They did take my chinos. They took a lot of clothes from me. They took my laptop. They took a lot of stuff. And then I couldn't do my schoolwork, and I lost all my capstone stuff, and I lost tons of school projects and stuff from my portfolio. That's fucked. So that was bad. That was really bad when that happened. And then I went home Christmas time, and I had to set up a GoFundMe because I didn't have renter's insurance. So now I always have renter's insurance. I have hair. They didn't take my hair gel, though. Yeah, they were going to sell it, is what they did. I actually, I bought a new laptop using some school funds and using some GoFundMe money. Newgrounds, by the way, like, saved me from this robbery. Newgrounds raised a bunch of money for me, which was so nice. I think Tom Fulp gave me, like, $400, which was insane. I think, if I remember right. Because I remember donating, like, $400 or $800 back to Newgrounds when I got a job. They stole them used socks. But I remember I got a laptop, and then I used the laptop to do, like, find my MacBook on my school laptop that was stolen. And I watched it go to Lowell, Massachusetts, and then disappear. Forever. How are you going to find the robber? Find him. How would you find him? How would you find the robber if you're going to track him down? They're gone. I called the Boston Police Department. They came. They said, oh, it looks like it kicked the door in. A detective will be here tomorrow. Next day, I go, where's the detective? And they said, not coming. And that was the end of that. No, the Newgrounds community is so nice. So nice. So nice. So lovely. Like, I got donations from some people, but Newgrounds pretty much raised it. And got me the money so I still have a microphone and I still have a camera. And I have animating equipment. Do you just have a steal from me? It's free sign on your back? No, these are the only 2 times this has happened. In California once, though. In California once, I don't know if this would be considered robbery, but a lady approached me and my friend in Anaheim, and she was barely wearing any clothes, and more bald than Chad calls me. And she said, I have a job interview. It's in 20 minutes. Which means, of course, I need to go get McDonald's for the job interview, because if I get the McDonald's for $5, I will be able to do the job interview with the McDonald's. So can I please have $5 to get McDonald's so I can go to the job interview? Once I have the interview, I'll be good and healthy. And I turned to my friend, and he had already run before she'd finished talking. So it's just me. And me being, I think I was like 17. Me being the Chris Piché that I am, pulled out my wallet and said, do you have change for 20? And then she grabbed the 20 and ran. And I walked away thinking I did the right thing. Why should you even stop and listen? Look, when you guys heard the Panera story, did you expect anything different to happen to me? That's just how I'm wired. It's just how I'm wired. I can't help it. Like, when I lived in Boston, I got good at ignoring, like, beggars. Because I just wear headphones. But I'm just wired like that. If somebody comes to me and says, like, help, I need help, I'm going to try to help. I can't do anything about it. It's just wired in my noggin. Like, I knew 100% that this person was going to use this for drugs. 100%. But I did not have a bone in my body that could not hand it. I need held. I need $200. Do you have change for 1,000? Your bones need reprogramming. You're getting robbed now. Can you please give 500? Okay, I don't think if a robber came up to me and said, "Pretty please, can I have $10?" I don't think I'd do it. I don't think I'd do it. He's a let up on the golden retriever vibes. What do you think, Lola? She's so tired. Even at gunpoint? Okay, at gunpoint I might do it if they say please. Gunpoint I'd probably do a lot of things. I bet you'd be easy to rob. Oh, I forgot we're gonna switch gears. It's already midnight. Oh shit. I've just been sitting here spouting out stories like an old senile man. Can you bark for chat? Yeah, I can do that one. I can go. Hoo, hoo, hoo. What? She wanted a belly rub. She, the first night that I was with her, she did not need much sleep. But after doing a lot of running around this week, she's needed to sleep really bad. I'm not showing pause. No, with chat, I weigh the entertainment value. Because it's not like an empathy thing. It's not like somebody's like, can you eat a raw egg? I'll die if you don't eat a raw egg. You're just unfathomably robbable. Okay, this is bad. The more I think about it, the more times I've realized people have just taken money from me. Every time it comes back up, I'm like, wait, then there was this time. I have an ex-girlfriend who reached out to me last year, or maybe 2 years ago, and said, I need to get a laptop because I don't have one for school and I'm broke and I'm jobless and I need a laptop to like get my portfolio together and to do work and to actually get a fulfilling job. Can you help me with this? And I said, sure, but you gotta pay me back. And I bought her a MacBook. And then I haven't seen a dime of that. And her cousin works with me and said, you're probably not going to see a dime of that. Thank you for the $1. What about advert, mug drop, 500, or die, pull out gun, KOS, move KOS, 10 seconds? I don't think that would work. It's never a pay me back thing or you'll agonize the rest of your life. It's true. Don't say that. Thank you for the $2. Don't say that. That's actually working. Ah! Do you hate your own money? Is that why you like gambling? I don't like spend a lot of money on things. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I only spend money on like stuff that helps me do projects or working on the stream or stuff like that, and food. That's about it. Like, I could use a new vacuum. Probably needed that for 3 years. I need a new filter for my water. I'm wasting money on water because I won't buy a new filter, which is easy. It took me 4 months to buy this, and I bought the wrong one. Which I've needed for stream. I don't own a dresser, which I've needed for like 3 years. But I've certainly decorated this room. My nephews who can't read are smarter with money than you. I'm not like dumb with my money. I'm just easily peer pressured and or robbed. Which is different than being dumb with your money. Dumb with my money would be like, tomorrow I'm going to buy a new car. And in a month, I'd probably need another one. I've been driving the same car since 2014. And it's paid off. You struggle with saying no, but I compensate by being extremely annoying with debts to the point people stop borrowing money from me because I'll remind them to pay me back. Genuinely, with that thing with my ex-girlfriend, I just forgot about it, to be honest with you. I forgot about it for like a year. And it went away. The first P.O. box package would be 300 Brita filters. I didn't want the crack. How much money can Lola borrow? Lola can have as much money as she wants. I will stick a $100 bill in her mouth right now. No, I won't, because that's filled with germs. I'm not a bottom. I don't know what I am. I don't want to find out. Why are all your robbers holding the amulet coin? That guy should be a CEO. That guy should be a CEO. That guy's doing something right with his business. Upselling and getting away with it, he did something right. That's good marketing. Give your dog $100, it's entertainment. Benjamin, you want that? You want it? The girl, she doesn't want it. Are you good? Are you being a good girl, man? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Can I see your paw? Paw? Shake? Oh, belly. Belly. I like how I go, can you shake? Can I shake your hand? And then she just flops over and goes, no, rub my belly. Where are you going? What are you doing? What are you looking at in there? Where are you going? The camera's empty now. Lola would never take money from phones or strangers. I'm not a stranger. I'm familiar. She's been living with me. She might be getting some water. Oh wait, she's back. Hi. Hello. What is it? What are you looking at? She keeps giving me the side eye. What's up? Hello. Do you want to come over here? Do you want to come over here? Come here. Come here. Come here. You want me to rub your belly? No. She has no idea what your name is? I think she does, okay? She's a Piché too, okay? You ain't right. I'm just a nice person is what I am, okay? Nothing wrong with being nice. It is getting late. I feel like this is a good stopping point for Shinies. You're not a nice person, you're Chris. What? I can't be both? I can't be both a nice person and Chris? I feel like I do both. Cardic Fartic ain't gonna heartic. Maybe we do pass on it for tonight. We do have a Patreon stream tomorrow. You blocked a good friend. I blocked a man who robbed me and wanted to sell me drugs. I feel like that's fine. I feel like most would say that's the right thing to do. Normal stream time for horror stream? Rob is subjective. No, that guy robbed me. That guy said, give me your money now. In fact, I'm upselling. Give me more money now. Go to the ATM and get it out. And I didn't know if he had a weapon. I feel like he did. Get some sleep, old man. Ay, ay, ay. Well, we're not doing the horror stream right now. You literally gave him a $10 tip.
Get reverse trobbed.
Why do you say trobbed? Thank you for the $15. You did not need to do that. That was very kind of you. Thank you. My hair... Okay. Okay, it's a little higher than I would have liked to see there. But hey, I'm 28. I look pretty good for 28. What time stream tomorrow? It should be usual time, I would imagine. It depends, because I gotta get Lola home, and my family might be like, oh, let's get some dinner. We haven't seen you, blah, blah, blah. So it might be a little delayed by that, but I would imagine it's probably around the usual time. It said it's stupid, because I typed is stupid. I thought you were being literal there, that you wrote it's stupid. You ever play Monster Hunter? I haven't. I want to try it because I've only heard good things about it my entire life. Got an ad and heard nothing. I'm expecting the usual time, but I gotta drop off Lola and probably hang out with my family for a while because I haven't seen them. So I don't know. Is stream ending? I guess. It is getting late, and I can see this one over here is very sleepy. It's probably time for her to go to bed. Lola is gone tomorrow. This is the last time you guys are going to see Lola, at least for a long time. And you know what? My neighbor is quite happy about that for some reason. Manhunt? Like the game of tag? Or is it a video game? Hey mom, Blood Silver says hey. With World? Interesting. You know what I really want to play is Monster Rancher. Is that it? Is that the one with the CDs? Also, it's a loud ass motorcycle outside. It's a video game. I have played Manhunt, the game where you basically just play tag with your friends, but you're older, so you call it Manhunt. Yeah, the one where you put a CD. Oh, CD's nuts. We love the idea of you, Lola. The video game Manhunt is banned on Twitch. Is it inappropriate? What's the one where you literally put the discs into the PlayStation and it makes monsters? Weren't we gonna have Shall do something with that? That's Monster Rancher. Weren't we gonna have Shall do something with Monster Rancher? I thought we had Shall buy Monster Rancher. What was that idea we had? Like months ago. Why did we make Shall buy Monster Rancher? Oh yeah! We were gonna have to put Billy's boot camp in it and see what monster he got. Fuck! I gotta talk to Shal tonight. I gotta have a conversation with Shal. I gotta see if he ever got Monster Rancher. I need to find out. What happens? Hello, YouTube. What happens if you put Billy's Boot Camp into Monster Rancher? I don't know if he ever bought it. All right, fine. I can go to bed. Anyways, Lola, do you want to say bye? You want to say bye? No. She's dead tired. All right. That's it for tonight, fellas. If you are a member of the Patreon, you are getting a bonus stream tomorrow. It is a horror stream, which I really don't want to do, but it is what it is. You guys want to do a horror stream? We're going to do a horror stream. Hooray. I still don't know off the top of the dome what has been picked, but I will look at the Discord and find out what you guys picked. If it is that mortuary game, I'm going to be real upset because I've seen that one, and I don't like that one. Okay, it's a mortuary one. Anywho, that's what we're going to be playing tomorrow night. Other than that, we will be back Tuesday. Hopefully, Snake will be completed by then. I can't imagine why it wouldn't be. It's pretty much done already. And then we'll figure out what to do with the last game for the game corner. But that's it for tonight. I'm going to head out so I can get a big rest before my big day tomorrow when I play fucking Mortuary's Assistant. I almost said Mortuary The Simpsons. I like that question. Y'all have a good stream tonight? That's what we like to hear. Yeah. Are there any Chris games? Do you mean like Chris Piché games? Dude, I've barely been able to work out this week because I've been taking care of Lola and streaming. I feel like heavy. I feel like I got an anchor in my belly. I've been walking a lot, but I have not been doing much besides that. If we got those back to back, that'd be crazy. I don't want to rob someone. That's just, why did I make like a There's a gross noise that came out of me. Persona 5, Chris of Duty. I put it in the Discord before. I'm in Newgrounds All-Stars. That's a fighting game you can play with me, and I slam people's heads with toilets. Or you can play the tried and true How Tall is Chris Piché game by Brandy Weasel. Both are on newgrounds.com. The meat sweat poison move. Dude, I hope I sleep good tonight. I need to get to sleep. I haven't had a full night's sleep in like 14 days. I'm so sorry, Homemade Artistry. It happens. 3'2"? No, it tells you in the game it's 6'5". Alright, I'm gonna turn this off before the ads start on Twitch. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone.